Hello, I'm Aidan.
And I'm Josh. Welcome to Undead Ramblings, where we talk all things Call of Duty Zombies, amongst other games, movies, and other media.
This is episode 28 of our podcast. Last episode, we discussed our thoughts on the finale of Black Ops 2 Zombies Origins. So, feel free to go check that out if you haven't seen it, as well as any previous episodes. And thank you to everyone who has watched it and supported the channel already. Speaking of which, if you haven't already done so, please give Josh a sub. And also do the other YouTube pleasantries of liking, sharing, and subscribing. Josh is currently at 8.97k subscribers and is on the road to 9k subs. So give him a sub, check out all the soundtrack content available on the channel. And yeah, any other channel updates, Josh?
Not particularly, as usual. Again, it's just going to be, well, it's supposed to be the Totenreich soundtrack this week, but I've not been fulfilling my obligation on that front this week.
What?
But I will get back on that.
What do we keep
but
you around for?
That, no. Fair.
Alright, no worries. Well, this is a special episode of Undead Ramblings, as this time you aren't just treated to Josh's and my voice, but we have two guests joining us who have been instrumental in helping us get footage for all of the 4-player Easter eggs. Triko and Oscar, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Alright, well, hi. I'm Triko, and I'm a voice actor who's basically been playing video games for as long as I can remember. I also do like to make music. I'll stream some games sometimes, and I'll make videos where sometimes, I will actually ramble about some of my other hyperfixations. I also do like to write stories. Some of them are completely original, and some are just, OCs for games that I like Splatoon and Minecraft with my friends.
Nice.
And I'm Oscar, and I also play games and talk nonstop about them. I usually just chill and listen to music. I also play stuff like COD or Expedition, and I just chill and listen to music.
I get that. Those are some serious vibes.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Triko, I know that you're also quite the prolific Easter egg hunter, aren't you? You've played with some of the greats like Glitching Queen and who else?
Yeah, once upon a time it was Glitching Queen and Absalom for a little bit there. I did play a little bit with another one that I'm not going to name because I didn't exactly have a good experience with them, but I've told you guys about that one before. It was around the time when Black Ops 4 was still going through its chaos story, actually. And it was really fun. I'd say the Ancient Evil hunt was probably the most amount of fun I'd ever freaking had with the community and stuff, but literally the very next map that came out, Alpha Omega, I wasn't really having that much fun with some of the people that I'd met, and then it just kind of fell from there.
That's fair. But still, you've got quite the repertoire underneath your belt there. And I think Oscar, have you played many Easter eggs before, playing with us?
Just the ones that we've done 4-player.
Okay, cool.
And honestly, what a treat they've been. I have had so much fun blasting through it with you guys.
Yeah.
It's honestly been great.
Yeah.
Putting that out there publicly.
Dude, everything that you guys have been saying about even back when we did Shangri-La and stuff, where it's oh my god, this Easter egg. It's no, it's actually not that bad when you have people who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You guys are absolutely right on that.
Absolutely. I mean, thanks to you guys, our perspective on things like Shangri-La has just completely changed.
Yeah, it's gone from being one of those maps that you look back on ooh, that one was a bit obnoxious, to actually thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dreaded Black Ops 1, let me find a teammate kind of thing, and you just run into people who just keep killing the zombie, they leave after going down once, and just...
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
It's that old experience is what so many people are used to. So when you actually have a team, it makes it better.
absolutely.
Yeah, it really does.
And to be honest, like, even when we've not been doing Easter eggs and just been playing, like, casual zombies just for a laugh, it's actually been hilarious and great fun. Like, I've genuinely missed, not that, like, I don't like playing with, like, just you, Josh, but I've genuinely missed playing with a full team as well.
Nah, that is it. Went over professionally.
Well, yeah, he can be Oscar's hero.
Yeah, whenever I go down.
He can't be your hero.
I think the point I'm
he's mine.
trying to get across here is that, like,
When I need it.
there's something distinctly, like, different about playing with a full team compared to just on your own or with, like, one or two people. Like, it's like having a full team where it's just full on chaos is a right old laugh.
It's one of the reasons why, even despite how terrible of an experience it is, I still occasionally play it with randoms. I just like that variable of having someone that you don't... Well, obviously, it's changed a bit now, but someone that you don't know quite as well in the match, seeing how it goes.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just find that's a really fun aspect of playing 4-player matches.
Absolutely.
It adds an extra layer of the unknown, because you never know when the round is going to jump when you're trying to go and run over here and do this, and now suddenly they just killed the last one because they've been ready for like 2 minutes.
I wouldn't start a drinking game on it.
I tell you what, from my own experience, it's been nice to not be the one who goes down all the time. Looking at you, Oscar.
Oh, a public call.
He just, why were you raising your hand? And then he was like raising his hand, like if he already knew it was gonna happen. He acted also.
All right. Well, we'll kind of.
Hey, like, but you still fell though. You still fell though in
Yeah,
Drag Race,
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, we're going to be bantering all through this episode, so let's carry on. Otherwise, it's going to turn into a 10-hour epic. So, before we dive into the topics for this episode, we wanted to dedicate a couple of minutes of this episode to the legend that was Tom Kane, who sadly passed away on the 18th of May. As many of you know, Tom was the voice of our favourite samurai, Takeo Masaki. Yet that was just one of hundreds of roles he had, including others, including but not limited to Master Yoda and the narrator on Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Professor Utonium from Powerpuff Girls, Darwin from The Wild Thornberrys, and so many others. It's impossible to list. So yeah, it's a real blow to the not just to the zombies community, but to the voice acting community as a whole. From what I gather, Tom was a really stand-up gentleman, and yeah, just our thoughts go to his friends and family.
Yeah, absolutely. It really was tragic. I was kind of like taken aback the other day when the news came out. I saw it on Reddit, of all places, and I was, it's suffice to say, I was not expecting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first of the original 4 characters that we've sadly lost. After an already awful event 5 years ago, where he wasn't able to continue as the character.
Yeah, due to his stroke.
Yeah, I did read that it was due to complications from that as to why he passed away, but I don't know if that was true. That was only one article that was claiming that.
It wouldn't surprise me, but it's not the place to kind of speculate.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
In kind of tribute, what would you guys say are some of your favourite Takeo lines?
Man.
I'll let you go first.
I'd say probably one of my favorites is one that I actually do like to quote a lot, is actually from Classified, where you get like an explosive, a rocket launcher or something. He goes like, Takeo always brings the boom. It's why he's so popular. And there's just a pause and he just goes, right?
Yeah, I do remember that one.
Yeah, that one lives in my head rent free.
It's not specifically a quote per se, but the one that I always did enjoy was his character transformation. I believe I mentioned it on the Moon episode, from where he went from being very reclusive, and a bit stereotypical, but he starts to try and be cool by the time Moon rolls around. And I really love that.
Yeah.
I thought that was such a cool development for him. But as far as favourite lines go, my favourite has to be the Shangri-La one when you get impaled on the spikes. And he says I hope it wasn't covered in shit.
Oh, I remember you saying that during that one.
That has always been my favourite Takeo line. Like, honestly.
What about you, Oscar?
What about you, though, Eden?
Oh, I'll let Oscar go first.
Oh, sorry.
My favorite has to be his BO1. No, or you kill me. No, I kill you.
The classic, honestly.
Yeah, the classic.
Yeah, that's a great one.
100%.
Love it. For me, so the one that always comes to me, to my mind, is I think it's in Kino, when he gets the ray gun and he fires it off and he goes pew 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 ha 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 ha, and that kind of like Takeo laugh. But I think more recently, I really, this is not necessarily a quote, but the thing that comes to mind the most is is Takeo's Memories trailer.
Oh, yeah.
From Black Ops 3, the one where he goes like, time is a cruel mistress. And Tom's delivery throughout that whole trailer has just been spectacular. And
yeah.
I mean, he made Takeo cool with Primus Takeo, so like,
oh yeah,
I think the Memories trailer really kind of encapsulated how cool Takeo actually was.
Yeah, I'm really glad that there was at least someone here who picked a Primus one, because I feel like a lot of us have leaned into the Ultimus side of it for favourite quotes. So it was nice to have some Primus in there as well.
Yeah.
It is like, obviously his Ultimus form is what we were introduced to at first, but honestly I wasn't a fan of his character, hence it's why he's so popular, right? But like by the time Primus had come around, I did actually start leaning on him a lot more. It's almost like, just for some reason I do like the Primus version just more.
Yeah.
And I can't really think of a quote from him as far as Primus goes, but I guess I don't know if we're about to like jump real quick, but there is one other thing that I always think of when it comes to Tom Kane, and that is for I think it was the Tag der Toten interview for Black Ops 4, where they were interviewing him 4. Yeah, and they were basically like making their quote unquote final remarks and stuff, because they ended up coming back anyways, but everybody else was gonna say something like in character, like Fred Tatasciore. He was gonna say something in character. He was like, "Thank you for sharing vodka and be seeing you, das vadanya," and stuff. But when it came to Tom Kane, he couldn't even get in character. He just like was basically thanking everybody for loving these characters and accepting them into his life, and he was like on the verge of tears and stuff, which ended up making Nolan North freaking break too. And I do think about that very often, because that was a really emotional time. It's like, is it really ending? So it's like, it's also almost like that was like the last time I personally was able to hear him speak and stuff before everything had happened.
And I think,
of course,
and I remember distinctly he was saying like about how they've been part of these characters for like 10 years at that point, and he was thanking us for letting them be part of their he was thanking the audience, us, for letting them be part of our lives for 10 years. And I think that's so true. Like, I don't think we can thank those guys enough for ourselves for being our heroes for over 10 years.
100%.
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you so much, Tom Kane, for everything you've delivered and for being a really stand-up guy and may you rest in peace. And with that, we'll move on to our topics for this episode. So, in this episode of Undead Ramblings, now that we've wrapped up our discussions on the Black Ops 2 Zombies maps, we've once again returned to our tier list, where Josh and I, along now with Triko and Oscar, are going to add the Black Ops 2 Zombies maps to our rankings. We'll briefly go over what each of us would personally rank the map, before coming to a consensus and then adding it to our joint board. And then after that, just like we did for the previous zombie seasons, just as a little teaser for what's coming up, the four of us are going to go over one thing we like and one thing we dislike about each of the Black Ops 3 Zombies maps. So, gents, are we ready to dive into this episode properly?
Absolutely. Are you wanting to recap what we've already placed?
I think it'll be on screen, won't it? With
It probably will.
yeah, through your OBS. So probably, otherwise, if we do this every single time, we're gonna have like half the episode dedicated to like just recapping by the end of it.
That's a fair point.
Why don't you just go?
Join us for
Yeah. I tell you what.
Part 1 is just the recap. Part 2's the Black Ops 2 maps.
Yeah. Why don't you briefly just go over what is in our S tier and then what's in our lowest tier, or what's in our highest tier and then what's just in our lowest tier?
Right, so in our S tier we have Durries, which I think needs no explanation. We have Ascension, and we also have Moon.
Nice.
And our only one we have in our lowest section, D, is 5.
Boy, that's gonna
know,
change
I mean-
today.
That's true. Yes. Yeah.
Lamau.
Hey, don't talk about Die Rise like that.
What are you talking about? I was thinking about Origins.
Oh, of course, yeah. What were we thinking?
All right, well, let's dive into it with our first map, and we'll go chronologically here and start with Nuketown Zombies. So, where would you guys personally rank Nuketown Zombies?
I'd say Josh, you go ahead, go first.
All right. Okay. So this one was another one of those difficult ones, I believe, when we covered it. We went in expecting it to be negatively skewed, but we actually ended up enjoying it quite a bit, which was quite a surprise. So I think that has kind of impacted the rank a little bit. I think, because I'm thinking what we should do here is maybe we should just go on a voting system and see where we're each going to put it, and then tally up which one gets the most votes.
Okay.
Or the closest vote. But yeah, so I would maybe give it a... It's floating between a B and a C for me, I think.
God, that's high.
I don't think it's a bad map. Like I said in the episode, I think for what it tries to do as a challenge map, I think it's pretty enjoyable. It's just if you enjoy that challenge or not, I guess. You know what I mean? I personally don't.
Yeah, because I was about to say, like, you're not ready for mine.
I think I'm going to give it... Would I play it over Shino Numa? That's what I'm thinking. So...
Not both.
I think I'm going to give it a B.
Okay.
That's where I'm going to put it.
Okay.
Alright, so who wants to take over next then?
Oscar, you want to go next?
Just like Josh said, if you like the challenge, or not. But for me personally, I would have to rank it like a B also, for me.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
See, I
Was that?
wouldn't go above an A.
I was going to say, was that a delegation? Was that you saying C or?
No, actually, I'm gonna agree and say B, because I actually do like to play this map as like one of those maps where you just don't care. You just go in and you're just playing. You're not expecting to survive for long because it's a nuke town.
Yeah.
You're not expecting to survive for long in the first place. So I'm not gonna get upset because, oh my gosh, Jug still hasn't fallen and it's like round freaking 10 or whatever the hell. Like, no, that's the point. It's supposed to be difficult. So I would put it at a B, but only because it's also not a map that's kind of like Kino, where it's so simple and bare bones that you can just mindlessly play it. You know where everything is going to be. You know where the box is going to be. There's a freaking map of the entire... There's literally a displayed map at every box location. So it's not simple, but it is like small, basic, to the point. You know what you're getting into. So I wouldn't say A because of that, but definitely B.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I guess that makes me the little bitch because it's down in D for me.
That makes you the little bit.
Yeah. I honestly...
You'd put it with 5.
I wouldn't... Look, I'd play it before 5, but I would not play it before Black Ops 1 Shino Numa. And
Yeah, that's fair.
that's kind of where it falls for me. Is like... It's... And I despise... like random perks at the best of times, and this map is the antithesis of it. Like, no, that's not the right word. It's the if you think random perks couldn't get any worse, then Nuketown Zombies is it.
Yeah, that's fair. You've got to give them points for the presentation, though.
Oh.
The way in which the perks appear is so cool.
Oh, for real, absolutely. I mean, I'd probably be willing to put it into a low C, but it's definitely not a B tier for me. But I think I've been out ranked here, so or not outranked.
I was gonna say after the second B, I've already dragged and dropped it there.
It's a low B though compared to the other maps we've got on B.
Oh yeah, compared to both versions of Nact, Verruct, and Call of the Dead, Nuketown would definitely be at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I can agree there.
Yeah.
Alright,
So we all good with that?
Yeah. Yep.
Alright, spot on.
Alright, moving on to Transit, S+.
Oh yeah, of course. We probably should have figured out an order before we started, but should we just do it in that order every time? So me, Oscar, Triko, and then you.
Yep, that makes sense.
All right, let's do it that way then.
I think it works.
Okay, so for Transit. Now, this was another difficult one because I went into it again expecting to hate it, but came out with a kind of somewhat positive slant. More mixed. Definitely more mixed than Nuketown. It's definitely not going to be as high as Nuketown, I can tell you that. Yeah, this one's a difficult one. Surprisingly, you'd think it would be so easy to just place it in F and call it a day. But I feel like that would almost be vetoable at this point.
I will fight you.
Don't worry, I'm not putting it in F. I'll just pretend I don't know it. I'll put it in haven't played. Yep, can't vote on this one. In all seriousness, though, I think I would probably place it in... It's probably going to have to share the stage with 5.
Oh,
it's a D
really?
for me.
Okay.
I think it has more... I think when Transit works, when you're playing it with friends and you're just riding the bus, you've already got all the painful stuff out the way. It's actually kind of fun. Just riding around on the bus with the Pack-a-Punch B23R and just shooting through the windows. You know what I mean? It's almost iconic in a way.
Yeah.
So, but its issues definitely stop it from being any higher than that for me, I think. So what about you, Oscar? What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. A D.
Oh, it's
So that was straight to the point.
Because the denizens
Yeah.
are not my favorite. And just like you said, the transportation also.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Go on then, Triko.
So, y'all are gonna hate me. Okay, look, I'm the kind of person that likes difficult maps because it's not just brainless stuff. So, Transit is in its own right a pretty big, difficult map. But, like, the hype that I felt as a little kid watching that freaking trailer over and over again, that excitement and hype that I felt for Black Ops 2 in general when I was that freaking little is... like
nostalgia bias.
I don't know if I don't know if unprecedented is the right word, but it is like I was so excited for that.
Yeah.
When I actually played the map, it kind of felt a little short of like the expectations because you know how the trailer like hypes stuff up and stuff like that. I would honestly kind of give it like a little bit of a low B as well.
Low B?
Because I still, because I do like the map. It's bullshit and I like that. yeah, getting to Pack-a-Punch is like real difficult and stuff. It's like, dude, you have to do that like once.
Except...
how many trips to Pack-a-Punch are you going to make in the one game?
At least 2. You've got 2 guns.
That's
you
fair.
only need to make the one if you got the points for it.
I don't think it's so
Unless
much
you're
about...
changing your guns every 5 seconds, like...
I think it's just
Good.
more about the tedium of it, really. I don't think it's
It
particularly
is,
difficult.
and I know
it's
that
just,
it is.
It's just obnoxious.
It is, and I know that it is, but it's like you're not gonna go over there every 5 seconds, so I feel like that's...
yeah.
It's annoying, yes, but I feel like it's so, like... not something you're gonna be doing every 5 minutes to where it doesn't matter. After you Pack-a-Punch, that's it. I mean, unless you have Mule Kick and you need 3 guns, it really doesn't matter. You go down, you're still gonna have them, so...
yeah.
at that point, you're probably quitting anyways because of like what we just said. This is definitely the era of, oh, I went down, I'm just gonna quit. I don't feel like restarting or whatever.
Yeah. And I'll have you back
So,
here on,
to me,
on one point. At least in this map, you can use the fridge, so you don't even have to do Pack-a-Punch at all after your first one.
Yeah, even then. Yeah, even then. So I will give Transit a B. Anything higher, I don't believe it deserves it, but I will give it a B. I do wish that they kept the little bus jingle that they had in the trailer, though.
Oh, yeah. That would have instantly
that.
put it in B. There you go.
Yeah. That would have made me go B+ and made you guys really hate me.
What about you then, Aiden?
I don't know. I'm... every fibre in my being wants to put it in F. Just because I'm trying to think of it like outside of the realms of how fun it is with 4 players, the nostalgia, and just kind of think of it as the map on its own. And like the drawbacks of it are like terrible transportation. The map drags. Even if you got all the points in the bank, the map still drags. You are running around all the time. There are denizens, there's lava, Pack-a-Punch is BS, even like if you take out the fridge and all of that, like Pack-a-Punch is still BS. The perks are not in ideal locations. Like Jug is the last place you go to. The denizens, I think I've already mentioned. The wonder weapon is crap. And so
Oh god.
like, and here's the thing, like also like even if you're playing with like 4 people, like there's not really any good training spots. So
I mean, yes.
I can
I can't.
I could disagree there.
There probably are, but I don't play the map enough to kind of care about it. I mean, like,
Yeah, because I like to go in the tunnel right after the bus station. I actually like to go in there, and then town. There's like, what, 3 different spots? If you're 2 if you're normal, 3 if you're brave.
I guess.
Damn, I'm not the
diner.
only one.
I know. I mean, like my
I do like the tunnel.
my go-to is
Oh,
It's
hell yeah.
it's the diner, near where the shed with the bus part is. I'm also thinking of things like the traps are useless, and like, which is like a feature of the map, is like they're next to useless. Like the shield is okay, but like realistically, you're not going to be having the shield as well as the turbine on your back.
True. Get screwed solo players.
Yeah, exactly, and like I'm also coming at this like from a heavy solo player as well. It's just like I don't think I could in good conscience give Transit anything higher than a low D. But I think it's definitely like high F, low D.
I'm just really conflicted here because I've been arguing with myself for the last 5 minutes. Would I actually rather play 5 than Transit? That is actually a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
I mean, this is it. Like, based on all of the other maps that are on here on the board, as well as all the other ones that we're going to go over, would you want to play Transit over any of them? I don't think I would.
I don't know, because I feel like the one thing that Transit is winning me over with here is the fact that with Transit, it may be tedious, but I can have a proper game. Whereas on 5, you'll probably be dead by round 15.
Yeah.
So
Josh.
I think that works in its favour.
Josh, that's Black Ops 1. Round 15's a high round.
That's true. Yeah, good point. I think I'm going to stay firm. I think I'm going to keep with D.
D. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Now I'm the one being outranked here. I hate it. I hate it here.
all right. So Transit staying.
And that was
in...
the last we saw of Trico on Undead Ramblings.
Oh, damn it, we're going to need to find another
Right
fourth, aren't we?
Bye, guys. Have fun with the episode. That's why I'm gonna pull out my alt. I'm gonna pull out my alt account and respond to the next post that I see.
All right. So Transit staying in D tier then, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah, I think you guys brought it down.
Let's quick fire through the survival map. So Bus Depot.
Bus Depot, I mean, they're all sections from Transit, so I think we all know what they involve, so like you say, we'll just skim over them. For Bus Depot, I enjoy it as a standalone survival map. I like the whole Nectar and Totem vibe you get from it, where it's just the box and nothing else really. Quick revive maybe on solo, that's it. I think I would probably give it a C.
Okay.
I like it more than Transit, proper. Yeah, I think I'll land on this.
Wow.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm twisting the knife now.
All good. Let's go.
Yeah.
I would also have to give it a C, only because the box is right there, and you also get quick revive. But there's also a little training spot. I mean, yes, it's a little tedious because there's fire, but once you make it over there, it'll be good.
Yeah.
You just camp there.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm gonna give that shit a D.
Okay.
As far as like playing freaking like the little maps that are supposed to be like little challenge maps and stuff goes, I would literally rather play Nuketown Zombies than Bus Depot any day.
I mean, I have ranked it higher. So I'm right there with you on that.
I think I would probably give it a D. Yeah, D as well.
So that's, what was it, 2 Cs and 2 Ds?
Yep.
Right, so we're going to have some kind of discussion here and figure out where it's going to go.
Oh my god.
Can I compromise? It's a tough one because I do genuinely enjoy Bus Depot more than I do with Transit. So if I do compromise, I'm gonna have to put it above Transit, I think.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
I think I'd probably give it a high D.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I really don't have enough fun with it to put it anywhere above a D, like at all. Not even a high D. I just don't have fun with it. That map is just like the map I want to play if I really want to de-rank myself.
Yeah, that's
Because there's
fair.
no way in hell it's going up if I play that one.
Okay.
All right, so are we settling on D for that one then?
Sure.
Right.
Okay. Farm.
Okay, so farm.
Vandarin Farm, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Vandal Farm.
Oh, yeah.
Vandalized farm.
All right, so for farm, again, I do enjoy it. It's still very bare bones, but I suppose all the survival maps are really.
Mm-hmm.
I think it does the job. It's, I don't know, farm's kind of like that awkward, like, middle child, where you just like, you know what I mean? It's like,
I do. It is. It really is.
if you want bare bones survival, you'll pick Bus Depot. But if you want all the features and that, you pick town.
Mm-hmm.
So farm just kind of falls somewhere awkwardly in the middle. So I think I'm going to give this one a D as well,
Okay.
because I don't really pick it by choice generally. What about you, Oscar?
I would also have to say a D.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite map. I play it whenever I get bored. And even then, I don't even have fun playing it. I just play
But you would still play it over Bus Depot.
But Bus Depot is, you find a camping spot and you stay there. In Farm, you can just stay up by Jug and just see how long you can survive there.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
was double tapping that one.
Double taps in the other room. But,
See, I don't even play farm
yeah,
that much.
All right, so do you think then? Trico?
I'd probably, I'd say C probably for like just the aesthetic of it. It's cooler to like look around there than it is inside a Bus Depot for me, but it's still small, bare bones. You only get perks and that's it. So
Yeah.
it's fun. It's a cool place to be at. It looks really cool to be at. To be there. It's a really cool designed area. So I'd say C for a cool designed area.
Yeah, that's fair. Are we factoring grief into this, Ed?
I mean, if it affects your judgment, you can do, but I
No.
don't think it does. I think we're ranking these purely on the fact that they're survival maps.
Yeah.
Much in the same way that
that's
we'll
totally
kind of rank the
yes.
Darkest Shore, not Darkest Shore, the Tortured Path maps as the survival maps. Kind of keep it all on the same playing
Oh my
field.
goodness.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Haven't heard that name in years.
Okay, so where did you have farm for you, Trico?
I said that I'd give it a C.
Right.
I'd be okay with it being in D tier, but I'm personally giving it a C.
I'm giving it an F tier.
For farm.
Yep, yeah, F for farm. Well done. We're learning our letters.
All right. All right. The podcast over. Everyone wrap it up.
I really don't like it. I think it's purely for the reasons that you outlined, Josh, is that if I wanted to play super bare bones, I'd play Bus Depot. But if I wanted to play something with perks and Pack-a-Punch and all that, like, I know Farm doesn't have Pack-a-Punch, but if I wanted to play with perks, then I'd play Town. So Farm is like that kind of like middle child that no one likes, like, as you said. So I think it's an F tier for me. It's just I'd rather play everything else before it. I'll give you that it looks cool, but like, and it does have the aesthetic that it's going for, but like even then, it's just brown. Like it's just brown filter all around.
Yeah, but it's brown amidst like all the red and orange.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the picture we have on this tier list. You could see the blue from Quick Revive.
Yeah,
back there.
this is
So
it.
it
Like,
does have color.
yeah. So it needs an external like source, like
I
to.
can't see it, so I'm just gonna give a thumbs up.
So yeah, I think F tier for me, which I think by consensus that would probably bring it up to a D tier.
Yeah, I think
I'm okay
so.
with that. I can live with that.
Okay.
All right, we'll leave it there then. I've put it after Bus Depot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people would rather play Bus Depot or the farm, but that's where I put it at least.
Okay. Last but not least, town.
All right, so town is, I think everyone will agree with this, is the best one of the three.
Mm-hmm.
It has all the features that you expect from a modern zombies map. The layout's pretty intuitive. It's not like there's not a lot to it, but I think it's quite fun to play casually.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly wouldn't be making the top 10 of anyone's list, I don't think. But when transit was your only other option, I think it stuck out a bit back then. So I think this one might scrape C. I think. But I still wouldn't consider it a great map.
Mm-hmm.
But it's in the sea of other maps that it's surrounded by. I think it is the best of the bunch. So I think I'm going to give it a C.
Okay.
Okay.
So what about you then?
Yeah, well, I would have given it a B.
A B?
Mm.
All right.
Because every single time I load up BO2, that is the number one map that I play.
And it's
Because
only
of-
B?
Yeah.
You know what? It's still higher.
It's not transit higher, but it's yeah.
It's an S plus, goddammit.
Take that, Durries, Ascension and Moon.
Yeah,
Here comes
I feel
town.
like there's a lot of people that would put town above all of those. But it's like at the same time, there's a lot of people that would put town all the way up there because,
Yeah.
as you already said, when the game launched, we only had transit, so town was like, oh look, pack a punch is right there. I don't have to go put a turbine down over here and go run across the map just to pack a punch.
Yeah.
Me personally, I've never really cared for it like that much, but it is fun to go in there, mess around, turn on the hellhound spawns, and just like jump into round 20 and just like mess around for a little while inside of there. That is a little fun to do for me.
Yeah.
I'd give it a I'd also probably give it a pretty low B, but a B. It's not bad. It's not a little bad survival map just for fun.
Yeah, that's totally fair. What about you, Ed?
I'm right there with Trico and Oscar, to be honest. It's a B tier for me.
Oh,
Throwing...
I've been outmaneuvered.
I know. Throwing...
We're all getting our turn.
Throwing Grief out the window here. I mean, if Grief was part of the mix, it'd definitely be a solid B tier map for me, because I had so much fun on Town Grief. But
Yeah.
on its own as a survival map, I think it's definitely a lot better than Bus Depot and Farm. I've had more fun on it as a survival map than I have Transit. I'd play it over 5, and honestly, I think when it comes down to it, I think I prefer it over Shino Numa, Black Ops 1 Shino Numa. I would probably rank it a low B compared to the other maps we got on display here, but I think it's got Pack-a-Punch, it's got the perks that I need. I can have a fun, casual, game where I can, train around, or I can camp if I want to. And, yeah, I honestly have never had a bad time, despite, a third of the map being, covered in lava. I've never actually had a bad time on Town.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Just out of interest, Nuketown or Town?
Town.
What about you two?
I'm gonna let Oscar go because I gotta think about that.
I'm gonna say town.
Right. So that's moving Town up so
Okay.
far.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably go Nuketown, just because again, if I'm playing a small map like that, I'm doing it for a challenge and stuff, and Town is a little too easy. Nuketown, I'd probably have more fun with the challenge than I would with Town.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair.
And you, Josh?
Yeah, I would probably pick it over Nuketown as well, I think. It's just, like you say, it's just nice casual fun, really. And that's kind of, in my old age, that's kind of what I gravitate towards now, is just playing it casually.
Yeah.
More so than trying these challenges, like Triko was saying. But that's just a me thing, obviously, just preference. But yeah, that's where I would put it.
Cool beans. Alright, 40 minutes in and we've only covered the first 2 maps. Let's get on to...
Look, I didn't know we were going to do the small one. Wait, we forgot Diner.
Is Diner even on
I don't
here?
think it's on here.
Nope.
I don't think
No,
so.
it's not. It's just no. It's just
Yeah,
turned.
exactly. Honourable mention for Diner, F tier.
Yeah.
Let's
Zombies are too damn fast.
let's go on to our first DLC map, Die Rise.
Don't put the fire under my feet like this.
Wow.
All right, this is my time to be the laughing stock for this one. I actually quite enjoyed Die Rise. Truth be told, I'm sure I let that slip during our proper review of it. I think aesthetically, it's one of the coolest maps we've had. I think the setting of it is really, really neat. I think the Wonder Weapon is pretty fun. It's got plenty of training spots, but I do agree that it has some serious flaws, like the elevators and all the waiting, the awkward way you have to lap around the map to get back to where you are. Building the trample steam is an absolute headache of jumping from the top floor all the way to the bottom over and over again just to get each and every part because you can't carry more than one. It's a really difficult one. We all fall down. It's not everyone's favourite.
LDC LXB.
Who let RFK
But it does have a
Jr.
place in my heart. I've got to be honest. It was the map that I spent the most time jumping between that or Buried to grind ranks back when the game first came out.
Buried.
Because I loved sitting up on the roof by the where the ramp is and the trample steam at the window. Just standing there with the AN-94 was so much fun. But if I had to give it a ranking, taking its flaws into account, my heart wants to put it in a B, but I'm gonna say a C. I'm gonna be realistic. What do you think, Oscar?
I would also put it a C. The amount of times I fell off the building.
No, I think you're getting mistaken. The amount of times Aiden fell off.
Oh yes, the amount of times.
You know what,
the amount of times
Triko?
Aiden fell off the building was the highlight of my day. So
Look, I watched you walk backwards into that elevator shaft. I'm never forgetting that.
I am still so gutted I lost the vote.
But I give it a C.
Okay.
So, like, I'm also going to agree on the C part. Pretty much for, like, everything that you said about, like, it kind of does suck when you have to, like, loop around the whole map.
Yeah.
I do try my best to, like, go for people who are, like, down and stuff. And on that map, it's like, it doesn't even matter how hard I try, dude. Like, as soon as I get to the bottom, if there's no elevator there, you're not getting revived.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's like nothing I can do about that. So yeah, I'd put it at a C. The Easter egg song is nowhere near my favorite, and that's coming from someone who has to have Clark Nova songs grow on me. That one has not grown on me at all. I will say though, for the trample steam part, with you talking about how it is kind of tedious for you to go from like that floor and then go all the way back up and then all the way back down. You clearly, sir, have never juggled the pieces before, which arguably is a lot easier but also more tedious at the same time.
I can't say I've tried that strategy. I normally just take one down, one up, one back down. Just run that.
It's hard to say if it's faster or not, but like it's definitely better than, at least for me, it's better than going up and down and stuff. I'd rather just juggle the pieces over.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
But I would also say a C, because it's also a really good map for like filling up the bank and stuff again.
Yeah.
And as you said, like grinding like ranks and stuff. Like no, that's a good C. If it wasn't for that, it'd be like a D for me.
Well, I think for me, I mean, to this day, no.
For fall.
I honestly. That was sharp. That was very sharp. I think I can't. I mean, it's definitely above.
God, I feel lightheaded.
It's definitely above. It's definitely above transit for me. It's definitely like it is an improvement, and I gotta accept like it does make improvements over that map, like in terms of visuals, like style and all of that. To this day, I still cannot recall what any of the Easter egg steps are, apart from like the mahjong tiles. So, and I think with all of its flaws, despite having a good time with it, I think I'm gonna have to join everyone here and go with a C tier, high D, but definitely a C tier. I don't think I could rank it in the same caliber as like Call of the Dead or Verrückt or like the other maps. Just because like while George is annoying, he's not as annoying as like falling down all the time.
Yeah. And I think that like the worst aspect of it was for anyone who's played on 360 would know how busted the analog sticks on those controllers are. Mm-hmm. And the amount of times they would break, causing you to fail to sprint, and you would just walk off the edge.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude, my friend's controllers used to be that way.
Yeah, I used to have one like that. Oh, yes. Stick drift, God. What a nightmare.
Yeah. And plus, like, as you already said, like, the song is not great, but also, like, the freaking perk in this map is terrible.
Oh, and its song as well.
God.
Yeah. Like, it's definitely like low C, high D for me.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Is this the first unanimous vote we've had?
I think so.
I think it might be.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Would have thought it'd be Dairo's. Like I say, in my heart, I wanted to give it a B, but I can't, in good conscience, put it with Verrückt.
I wouldn't even blame you. I wouldn't even blame you for wanting to put it in B, but I feel like it does kind of also deserve like a little shout out for probably having like one of the easiest and like lowest round Easter eggs that you could do that like just anybody can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you can literally have Richthofen's done by like round 4.
God, that's crazy. That with the bank and all that, yeah.
Yeah, just build trample steam. All you have to do is just get the whole map open, build the trample steam, and then after that you could just do the elevator step, do the floor step, and Richthofen's balls and stuff with fire. And it's
I'm raising it
it's
S+.
so easy to do, dude. Oh, I love how gay he is, dude. It's so funny.
Alright, so we ready to move on to Mob of the Dead then?
Yep.
Aye.
Alright, so this one's actually kind of tough because I could give it my first S+. I honestly really love Mob of the Dead. Like we said when we covered it, I really loved what they did here, and for Jason Blundell's first proper map, I think he knocked it out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, there's really nothing that I could think of about this map that I genuinely don't like. It's apart from maybe, as we talked about, collecting the gas canisters on repeat playthroughs can be a bit obnoxious, a bit tedious, maybe. I wish there was more of a challenge to that, but the actual gameplay, the story, the characters, the music, it's all fantastic. Honestly, top tier stuff. I think. Oh my god, but can I place it higher than Moon? This is tough. I'm going to try. I'm going to give it an S+. So play the party popper noise and all that going off as our first S+, perhaps.
Look at this, Mr. Obvious.
Sorry, did I give it away?
You and the rest of the community.
All right, so what do you think, Oscar?
I give it a B.
Ooh!
Right, that
Because
is it.
the atmosphere is scary, and I like scary
You
stuff.
don't like scary stuff.
So why is it so low?
Because yes, the playing parts are tedious, but because you also get introduced to Brutus himself, and I absolutely love the map.
That's why you ranked it a B.
Yeah, because I'm waiting for the other list. But yes, a B for me.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely not an S tier for me, but it's not going anywhere lower than an A. Like it is not going lower than that. That map, exactly how you said for Jason's first map, the atmosphere building behind it, the amount of Easter eggs that were hid inside of it, like the Samantha's lullaby one, where if you just stand there and then like you get like the alternate ending kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was a really cool thing to find. The Hellhound heads that I have all three named actually from when I was a teenager playing it.
Come on, you've got to spill the beans now. What are the names?
I remember the first one, I believe, is Biscuit, the one that's in the cell block. I named it Biscuit. And then the one that's up in the infirmary, I believe that one is Buttercup. And the last one, the one by the docks, I actually named it Mr. Bigglesworth.
Mr. Bigglesworth, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, and I've never forgotten, dude. Like that is, I was so sad when they moved because I was like, now I can't tell who's who.
Yeah.
In Blood of the Dead.
So Blood of the Dead's
But
an F
Mob of
then.
the Dead. F tier. You moved my dogs, bro. But I'd have to give it. Honestly, actually, no. I think I can move that one up to S tier. It's definitely not going anywhere underneath A, but S tier, it was the first map that I broke round 50 on. It's, as we just said, the soundtrack, the atmosphere, everything with it is just gorgeous. And also for solo play, gathering up the plane parts and all the gas canisters and stuff like that is so much easier than when you're playing it on co-op.
Yeah.
Because on co-op, it forces one person at a time. So, yeah, I'd give that one an S tier, honestly. Mob of the Dead, it's Mob, dude. We all freaking love that map. Where Are We Going is fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And
totally
Johnny
forgot to
Cash,
mention
dude.
that.
Yeah, dude, freaking Where Are We Going and Johnny Cash is just a perfect, like, counter with the soundtrack for the map, man. So, definitely S tier.
Yeah. One little thing I would like to add as well is that I like how it modernized a lot of what we get today, like with you unlocking the wonder weapon through quests and stuff like that, which we take for granted these days.
Yeah.
For being the first map to do that, I think also deserves a bit of praise.
Also, I forgot to mention this too. It took me until like last year, I think, to understand that the perk Electric Cherry was a pun based on Electric Chair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it took me that long to realize that.
All right. I think for me, based on my personal gripes with the map, I can't.
F.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm making a meme out of this. I swear.
I don't think I could rank it anything higher than an A, personally.
In serio.
For the simple reason is that the fast travel and travel system is terrible. There's no stamina up. There's only one fast travel utility in the map. I'm also not a fan of especially if you play with more than one person, the like only one person can carry an item. I don't like having to collect every single canister if I want to go like to the bridge. Also the Easter egg is very, very short. So there is that too. But I'm not. I know I sound like I'm shitting over the map. I'm not. Because like the map gets a lot right. The characters are great. The weapons are great. The atmosphere and the look of the map and the zombies are incredible. The wonder weapons are really cool. There's so many places to kind of train or camp in, but I think just for the general kind of like day to day of the map of like running around doing things, there is points where I'm just like, I'm playing running simulator at this stage.
Yeah.
So I personally cannot rank it below or rank it above an A.
Right. That's totally
You know what?
fair.
You know what? There is also one more thing I just remembered too. And with you talking about playing with multiple people and like going to Pack-a-Punch and stuff, you can basically lock people out of Pack-a-Punch if they go back to the prison and you stay on the bridge, because it's not like it's hard to survive on the bridge. That's how I made it to round 50. That's how I did my first round 50 break. Was just sitting on the bridge. So yeah, if you're on the receiving end of that, it kind of does suck a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially if you are trying to like, just wanting to at least progress in the Easter egg, because sometimes it feels nice too and stuff, at least for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't say it knocks it down for me at all, but that is something to also make a note of.
So where are we at? Like 2 S tiers, 1 A tier, and 1 B tier.
Yeah. I'm willing to compromise. I do think I do want to also say I do enjoy did enjoy the grief for this map, because it did the one aspect where it took Jug out of the equation,
And
which
gave
made
you
it a lot more fun.
But it also gave you PhD, the one map where it's there.
Yeah, exactly. But I really did like that they took Jug away from grief, because I feel like it made it a lot more intense, which I feel is like how it should have felt during the previous maps. It's the only grief I really enjoyed, but I am willing to shift it to... Oh, this is difficult, because if I shift it to an A, well, that'll be it, won't it? Or if we shift it to S, I can also move it to S. Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I already said that like originally mine was going to be an A tier, but then I started thinking about like more of the stuff I did like about it, and I was like, yeah, an S. So I'm obviously like completely fine with it going to A tier, and I could even just change it over there, because it's still a great map. I still love it a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I go A, it'll just make it easier, because that's 2 A's then.
I think anywhere as long as it's anywhere in the first 4 categories, it's not an insult, really. Anything below B. Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, because I'm comparing it to what we have in the list already. So we have like Moon and Kino, Dariz, Ascension. I'm like, would I place it? Like, where would I place it in those particular categories? I think.
Well, I can't see it in front of me. What's an A tier?
A tier is Shinonuma. I think it's the
World of
is
War
it the Black Ops version?
No, it's the World of War version.
No, World of War version. Dariz.
Black Ops.
I think that's
the Black Ops version of Dariz.
Yeah, you can see the little guy in the bottom left, can't you? All right, yeah, and Kino and Shangri-La. That's in here. And
I feel like we wouldn't get a lot of shit if we put it in A tier, because it's still mob. A tier isn't bad. It's not like we're throwing it in D. So
yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll put it in there. I'll compromise.
It's A++.
Yeah. I want to say it's above all the other maps in that category.
I think I can agree.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think you said Kino was on there, so like Kino's kind of like what's it called? I mean, Kino's iconic. A lot of people love it and stuff. So
yeah,
like
yeah, it's a tough one.
I don't think it's bad to have it next to it.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
we just settling on there then.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit our third DLC map, Buried.
So Buried again is another one that I really enjoyed. I think it's the best Victus map on this game, which again I said in the review. You can always check that out and go on the channel and see the previous episodes if you want to check those out. Shameful plug, I know. But
That's the one where Oscar disconnected.
Yes.
So yeah, I love pretty much everything about Buried. I think the concept's really fun. The like underground, like subterranean western town theme. Victus themselves don't change too much in this one. There's not really a whole lot to like there, but the map itself flows really well. I love all the side Easter eggs, like the free perks, like you've got the music Easter egg as well, always running, which is really good. And the time bombs, or the troll bombs. So, yeah, this one's probably for me. I think I might give it A as well. I think it's definitely either A or S. It's dancing around that line, but I don't know if I could put it with Mob of the Dead personally. So I think it'll probably be A for me. What about you, Oscar?
I would have to say an A as well.
Yeah.
I love the Western map. Always Running is such a good song. Especially the end game.
Oh,
music,
yes.
Where the whip is at the end.
The whip.
Oh, the game over music.
Yes, the game over music. Before everything fades to black.
It's iconic.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I used, dude. Every single time we ended a match on that, I would look at Oscar and wait for that part and like whip my hand to the whip song while I'm pretending to smack him.
Nice.
I just remembered that, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, this one would be an S plus for me.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay.
Above Mob
I
of the
can't
Dead?
really think. Yes, absolutely. Like not even a question.
Christ.
So, I genuinely cannot think of a single thing that I dislike about this map outside of like the freaking getting the switch step of the Easter egg. But as far as like the actual map itself goes, and even the rest of the Easter egg, dude, I can't think, at least off the top of my head, of a single thing that I would say that I hate about it. It's got like every single what are they called, the perma perks and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's got like every single one from the previous maps, and they're very much utilized inside of there. Buried is incredibly beginner friendly, and you could just like open up every single map and stuff, or every single like door and stuff like that. But the thing is that it is very flexible in what doors you can keep closed if you want, and what doors you can open up. It's just, why would you not open up the whole map? But it's very open. It's very easy to make points. Vulture Aid is an incredibly useful perk. There's plenty of camp spots, and you have like all the freaking traps and stuff that, thank God, don't require a a turbine for once, except for the boom. But it's an incredibly open map. And then if you get the Wonder Weapon, regardless of your opinion on like its function and stuff, like, dude, that just makes it like even easier to traverse the whole map. So it's an incredibly fun map for like running around and stuff, as well as an incredibly fun map for sitting in a corner if you want to. And of course, always running, love it. Freaking Arthur, aka Leroy, who doesn't love him? Even if he gets in the fucking way sometimes.
Yeah.
But like there's and even then, he's got his own mechanics too. You give him candy, he can lock he can change power-ups, which you guys remember damn well helped us with the damn Easter egg.
No, yeah.
He can barrel through the zombies, he can lock the mystery box and all that stuff. Like it is just an incredibly fun map to play that you can play in like so many different ways. I don't have a single grievance with this map that I can think of off the top of my head, unless Aiden says something and I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, never mind, B. But no, it's honestly an S plus for me.
Honestly, that's totally fair. Like, you're making me doubt my vote. Actually, you've sold it so well that I'm honestly arguing
Dude, like,
with
there's so
myself.
many people. Dude, there's so many people that, like, complain about the ghosts and stuff, too. And, like, yes, that does suck if you're not the one going through the house. But, like, I can literally get through the house without hurting a single one. And without them stealing my money. It's like, all you have to do is just wait a little bit as soon as the ghost starts going down the first set of stairs.
Yeah.
You just go around her and you just walk slowly through the house and you're good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'd also just like to give a shout out to the LSAT as well, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can just cheese it later with the paralyzer if you missed it earlier.
Yeah.
It's always cool.
Yeah, so freaking S plus for me.
All right, what do you think, Aiden? Because
Well-
I'm going to have to hear a more negative perspective after that, because I can't think of anything.
Hang on a minute. You're saying I'm a negative person, Josh? Is that what you're saying about me? Okay.
A realist. A realist.
Okay. I might accept that. All right, here's a negative for you. Maybe I should switch to my other weapon.
Yeah. Okay.
How's that a negative? Come on, that's funny.
Right, I think for me, I'm actually ranking Buried in S tier. It's not an S plus,
Ooh.
because it does have issues, and I think, as we've outlined before, S plus is for the creme de la creme of zombies maps, like the absolutely flawless ones that have, like, are just incredible all round, and then like F tier is
Yeah.
for just pieces of dog shit, basically. But I think Buried is
Keeping it civil, I see.
but Buried is definitely S tier for me. I think for all the reasons that kind of Trico outlined, as to why it's, for me, it's above Mob of the Dead. Like, it doesn't hold a candle to Mob when it comes to aesthetic and like the environment, but
Yeah.
in everything else, when it's just pure mindless fun, for me it's like Kino and Deriz on steroids.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair.
And I think like Trico said, I don't think other than like the switch step, like Round Infinity, I don't think there's a step in the Easter eggs, like either side of the Easter eggs, that I hated.
The maze.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I hated that. It was tedious at best, at worst.
Yeah.
But I think like, yeah, there's nothing on this map that I actively despise. Like, you got things like the Raygun Mark II, which is very easy to get on this.
Oh yeah, even that.
And like, I mean, you could just say it's like, it's so easy that it's boring, but I think when I just want to have casual fun and just like not really think, this would be my go-to map.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair. I'm definitely... Well, you both give it an S, didn't you? So I'm...
S plus. I
You
do.
give it
I
S
do
plus.
still say S plus.
Right.
It's like I can't really think of anything that could bring it down. Like, I really can't. I was waiting to hear anything from him, but all it is just like, okay, where's the negative? What's stopping it from being S plus?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, honestly.
I think
Would you be willing to maneuver Oscar?
No, I think I would stay at my A.
Right.
I can't think of anything negative about it.
So then why A? Move it up.
Fine.
I think the reason I'm keeping it at
I'll move it up because everybody else has an S, but only because I've playing BO2 a lot with my cousin, and also, you know, it's the only map that I know at the back of my hand where I'm going and what I'm doing.
fair enough.
And also with, just like Trico said, with Leroy, yes, he can get in the way sometimes, a lot, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
I just don't want
But-
to shoot him, man.
But do it anyways, because then he goes back to his cage, and then you don't have to deal with him.
I feel bad.
Well, then you go grab keys and get him out.
I think for me it's like,
But yeah, in S tier for me. Yeah.
I think the reason I wouldn't go like S plus is because I'm looking like ahead here at like a lot of the other maps that we got coming up later on, like in other seasons, and I'm thinking those are like my S tier maps that I would play over this. And I think the only kind of negatives that I can think of really is like, obviously if you're trying to do the 4-player Easter eggs and get the end game, you have to kind of get everything correct and lined up right, otherwise you're gonna have to play silly buggers to try and get someone to disconnect or whatever, or like reconnect mid-round.
Yeah.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you did that too.
Exactly.
We had to do that with you. I just remembered.
Exactly.
See, but that's not Barry's fault. That's your fault.
Yeah, I know, but like it does have an impact. The end game Easter egg rewards are a little lackluster. Trying to think what else I could complain about if I really wanted to. I mean, the transit crew never really improved or Victor's never really improved, like, personality-wise.
Yeah.
And I think, like, in terms of the general overall story, like, there's nothing really, like, Berry needed other maps and external stuff to kind of make up its story.
I think kind of ties into one of the things you said earlier, but I think the 4-player Easter egg is definitely one of the aspects of it that I'm not too keen on. But that isn't a Buried problem. That's just a Black Ops 2 problem.
Yeah.
As a whole, so it's kind of hard to pin on Buried specifically and drag it down for it. But I would also be willing to move on an S. I'm happy to do that.
I'll also throw in the fact that you cannot play this map with randoms.
Yeah.
Like,
Time
exactly.
bomb.
That's fair. Yeah.
Exactly.
The troll bomb.
Yeah. This was one of the maps
Or the
that
fact that
like stopped me playing with randoms.
Yeah, I could see
they
why.
forget to hit the fountain, so then you think, oh, I can go pack a punch, and then you can't get back because then they don't break the well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what is buried in S tier then?
Yes, I believe so.
I think it's a pretty comfortable point for it.
Plus.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just getting over being sick.
Yeah. I'll concede S plus. Well, not S plus. No. Sorry. I won't concede S plus because that's actually a rank of its own. I would concede a high S, not S plus.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. There's just something about it that just keeps it. Like you say, putting it on paper, I can't think of anything explicitly that makes me put it below S plus. But something is holding me back.
And I think that
You know, as much as I'm praising S plus, I do feel that too. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I'm praising S plus, even S plus plus, honestly, I do also kind of feel that, and I can't explain why. I don't know if it's like just the layout or something. I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, but guys, it's perfect. 'Cause no, y'all know I love it, but no, I do feel exactly what you're talking about too a little bit.
I think it
is. I don't know what it is either.
I think it's because Buried kind of has that not quite polished feel to it, where like compared to the other Blundell maps, say, and this is kind of like most of Jimmy Zielinski's maps. It's just kind of have that kind of rough edges, like look to it, whereas there is a cinematic polish to Mob and Origins, and then all of the maps that kind of come after. And I think, like, as I said, like looking ahead as well, like seeing some of the really good maps that we've got coming up in later seasons, I think kind of that's what S plus needs to be reserved for. Is that kind of like these are the Oscars of zombies maps.
Yeah.
See, but like even then, that's kind of one of the things I really like about Buried too. Because like the atmosphere in Mob and even Origins, it is very cinematic as you said, but like Buried isn't. It's a little bit more vibrant, which is ironic for being old Western town. And I kind of like that. I like that it feels unique in itself, that it kind of like holds itself up. But still, when it comes to like just barely keeping it back from S plus, it's like I can't explain what that is, but it's not that either. It's not that. It's not playing with randoms. It's not the super Easter egg rewards being lackluster, or the fact that you can only do them once and you have to do every other Easter egg again in order to get them or something. It's not any of that, but I still can't explain it. I'm still gonna personally say S plus, but there is that feeling, and I know exactly what you guys are talking about. I know exactly what he's talking about.
Maybe once we've completed this tier list, like with all of these maps, we'll revisit it and kind of see if we want to readjust these later on down the line.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying I could still I could have like multiple maps in S plus.
Oh, for real.
And I feel like I feel like Barry does deserve S plus, but if we're doing S, then that's fine too.
Yeah.
I think, this is kind of difficult, but I'm thinking I might move Buried to the top of S. So even in front of Moon, as much as I would hate to put it there, but Moon does have more issues. Absolutely. Yeah, I think I'd put Buried at the top of S.
Okay. All right. Let's leave that there and move on to the finale of Black Ops 2 and talk about Origins and where we would rank that.
All right, so no grief, F.
Yeah, F. No grief.
Yeah.
Not even turn, dude.
I know, no
No, I can't
bonus
even
modes
play
for this
as
one.
the zombie. I can't play as the
I
Panzer.
wanted to play as the Giants.
Oh yeah.
No, I want to play as the Panzers.
There's a fucking random foot coming down out of nowhere.
So I don't think I'm going to break the mold on this one. I agree with most of the hype with this map. I think it really is fantastic. I didn't personally like it as much as Mob of the Dead. So where Mob of the Dead is placed is going to make this probably a bit more controversial than it needs to be. But yeah, I absolutely love Origins. The 4 wonder weapons, the way the map's laid out, the Panzer, without guns at least. Yeah, it's all honestly fantastic. Like the generator system, there's really a lot to like with this one. I could see why a lot of people rate it as highly as they do. But where would I put it? Oh, and it has like the most hidden songs as well up to this point, pretty much. If you don't want to count the 8-bit remixes. So that's always.
And I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Moon had that.
Yeah, it does with the 8-bit ones, yeah. But for Origins, where would I put it? Oh, I'm going to put it also in A, but I am open to moving it up. That is not strictly locked in A. I want to see what you guys have to say about it. What about you, Oscar?
I would have to say a B. Also, yeah, when I played it the first time, it was not my favorite, being stomped by the foot multiple times.
Yeah.
And the horrific noise of the Panzer siren on round 8.
That's true. Samantha's voice should immediately bring it down to an F.
Start over.
Start over.
And if you don't do the Easter egg steps correctly, she gets mad at you.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Start over. You have one of the staffs.
I kid you not.
Don't, please, God, I'm getting PTSD from that quote. Oh, God.
It's one of the songs. It has to be.
I kid you not. I could actually move it down
really
to a
gonna see
B
this
just
to
on
the
Sam
end?
alone.
Christ.
See, I can too, but only just because they made her, like, American for some reason. For just that one map. The same with freaking Eddie.
Yeah.
You're getting everything wrong.
I told you before, their eyes should be blue.
Oh no, that was
German kid, by the way.
That was
Girls don't know enough about zombies.
me saying you're getting everything wrong. That was me to Treyarch developers when I was like hearing these American voices.
You're doing everything wrong. I told you before, remember that they're German. Blundell coming up like, it's my turn, guys. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. That's the community to Jason. You don't know enough about zombies.
Oh, and then look at what he accomplished. Him and freaking Trey.
Speaking of which, that's another reason I could maybe scrape a B with it. The ending is still horrific. I do not like the ending to Origins.
Oh my god. We're playing with toys the whole time, and then going to Shadows. Look, we're still playing with the toys. How's this gonna jump to the end of BO3? What do you mean we're not playing with toys? What the fuck is going on there?
Yeah, exactly.
Why do they have toys?
It's like any good ending would make sense in the next game, and this one kind of does, but it still doesn't. It still makes like zero sense by the time you get around to the end of Black Ops 3, as you say.
Yeah, it's like what they talked about it. I think it was like at the end of Revelations or something. It was either Revelations or one of the radios in BO4 where like you can actually hear the other half of what Monty was doing during that whole freaking conversation where he's like, put the toys away, children, because I think he's talking to or not Monty, freaking Maxis, sorry, where Maxis is talking to Monty about that, and I think like you hear that part of the conversation and stuff during one of the radios. I think it was in Revelations, or at the very least Zombie Chronicles. But I'd say where I would put Origins, I want to give it an A. I don't think I can go any higher than that because that map really is buggy. I mean, I was talking to you guys when we were playing it together about the staffs disappearing. And you guys are right. As long as you focus on your staff, then nothing should go wrong with it.
Yeah.
But the staffs, in my experience, have disappeared very, very frequently to the point where it does kind of bring it down a little bit. The ending cutscene and Samantha's voice especially really does bother the hell out of me because she is supposed to be German, and for seemingly no reason she's suddenly American in this one, and same with Eddie.
Yeah.
The ending cutscene, I don't mind it too much. It was a random kind of like screw with your head kind of thing for a little bit that they just didn't capitalize on and went a different direction, which is a little weird, but I didn't hate it still.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned the bugs because that has really affected my A actually. Especially if we like obviously in this tier list, if you've seen, we have the Black Ops 3 version as well. So there is a second chance for this map, but I do think that has honestly significantly impacted my mood on it. The bugs, you are totally right. Right on the money with it.
You guys are gonna have to wait for everything I have to say about the Black Ops 3 version because we're gonna be sitting here like twice as long if I start on that. But I'd probably give it an A though, but it is kind of a little bit of a low one because I do love the map. I love the skybox. The freaking cloud in the sky is so gorgeous. And my very first time launching the map, dude, when I finally saw the robots for myself, I felt so puny. I was like, how did they do that? Oh my gosh. And like I got like a little anxious, and I don't have like the phobia for that either. I got a little anxious. I was like, oh my god, they're so big actually.
Yeah, so, megalophobia.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't even have that. I just like stood in like just awe for a little bit, but yeah, probably a low A still because the bugs really do bring it down for me a lot. The freaking the death barriers and stuff that you could hit. I think there's one right by one of the lightning staff freaking parts that is so easy to hit just like on the bridge that I've hit in my experience before a few times.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh, I don't know. So let me start off with the things it gets right. So atmosphere, skybox, all of that kind of environment, tick. Weapons, tick. The story, tick. The actual quest itself, big tick. The characters, even bigger tick. The vibe that you just feel like you're in World War One, another tick. The Panzer is a tick. Like I think it's a really cool mini boss.
Yeah. I didn't mention that. I actually do love the Panzer a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music.
This version.
The
But that's for another
This
future
version.
debate.
yeah.
Yes, this version. This was a good start that didn't have the actual health of a tank.
Yeah.
The music is also a tick, and I'm talking about the original soundtrack for this map as well. Is like
Oh, hell yeah.
it just
Yeah.
everything, like there's a lot this map gets absolutely right. Downsides: American Samantha, the mud, the fact that I feel like I have to do the Easter egg. So I don't feel like I can play this map casually.
God, I feel that.
Yeah. What else? Oh, I'm not a big fan of the generators being turned off like regularly. I don't know. I don't think there's a lot else, to be honest, that I dislike though, other than the things you guys have brought up as well. I think I'm gonna go with my gut here and go S tier for me. Oh, I mean obviously the bugs as well, but like I still think I never experienced the bugs as much as you guys have, because at this point I've mainly played Origins solo. Though that also is a negative in that playing Origins solo for the Easter egg is an
that Easter
absolute
egg.
cruel.
Yeah.
Exactly. 2.5.
Dude, it would be
fucking
so
hours.
much worse. It would be so much worse if we didn't have that fire staff glitch that you can do, like in the catacombs.
For real,
To
absolutely.
where you
Just
could
you wait,
because
kids.
like if you had to wait, yeah.
Yeah. But like, I think I'm gonna stick with my gut here and go like personally rank it as a S tier. Yeah, I think because like this is my favorite map on Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Would I rank it over the likes of Moon or Ascension or even Buried? Probably not, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I still prefer it over the likes of like Mob of the Dead, Kino, and Shang.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I know we didn't bring it up for Mob of the Dead. I don't remember if Buried does it. Yeah, it does, yeah. The new weapons that they added in those maps as well, and this one. So, like, the Remington and the Death Machine in Mob of the Dead and that sort of thing. In this one, we got, what was it? The Scorpion, the KSG, and
Scar H.
Ballista.
I was gonna say, was the ballista in there?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
remember.
that's a war weapon.
Yeah.
It's like it replaced the M14.
Yeah, so I think that's an extra point to it because I don't believe we get those weapons in the future version of this. So I've got to give it credit for that. I think I'm going to stay firm with this one. I think I'm going to stick with air. I feel like you say, what it does right, it does really, really well. But the bugs, God, the bugs, and the fact that they were never fixed
Yeah.
really just doesn't sit
Yeah.
right with me, and they really bring this map down in a lot of ways. That's not to say the version that we're going to be talking about later down the line is perfect, but
Oh hell no! Dude, as soon as he brought up the mud being bad, I was like,
yeah, yeah. But this version is, and another thing, not so much an Origins problem, but a Black Ops 2 problem overall, that any zombie that's taken any amount of damage will bleed out.
oh my god, yep.
That makes this map, where you cross the map several times in the space of like 20 minutes, absolute agony on this particular version of the game.
Not to mention the fact that if you've got one zombie left and the giant robot happens to step on it, that's your round done.
Yeah.
See, at that point, that's a skill issue.
So yeah, I think for all the stuff it gets right, I can't, in good faith, move it down from an air, because I do think it is, when it works, it is one of the best maps, without a doubt.
Very cinematic.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to stay firm. I'm going to keep with air.
Okie dokie. Alright.
And I'm gonna keep it B.
Alright, well, with that.
Only because of everything that you said. Anyways, continue.
Okay.
So I'm also gonna stay at a B because of everything that you guys mentioned as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. Like I say, it's the bugs.
songs.
Oh God.
Okay then. Are we happy with our rankings?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we've got.
Okay. Well,
I can't see
Apart
them.
from Mob of the Dead.
Look, Barry deserves S+, okay?
to wrap this...
Buried got lucky. Buried's the highest ranking one we've done today.
Well,
Buried is beautiful, man.
to wrap this section up, Josh, do you want to go over where we've ranked our Black Ops 2 maps?
Alright, so again, you'll probably be able to see it on screen, but we have our first Black Ops 2 map buried in S. In A, we have Mob of the Dead and Origins. In B, we have Town and Nuketown. I was going to skim over Nuketown there. In C, we have Die Rise. And in
So
D,
do
we
most
have
people, don't worry.
Transit and the remaining survival maps, so Farm and Bus Depot.
Wonderful.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I am happy with those placements.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly.
Yeah, it seems like Black Ops 2 had like a little bit of a controversial start before it ended up basically as soon as Mob of the Dead came out is when it like kind of started to skyrocket in terms of like content and what we were being given and the quality of the freaking maps that we were getting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure we talked about this in, was it the Transit episode, Aiden, where we said about how this was the real like first mainstream zombies entry where people really started to catch on to it.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people's favourites for that reason. I, in good conscience, couldn't put Black Ops 2 as my favourite, even with the two great maps on it, but I do think it's a solid entry for the most part.
I think I agree with you there. Like, Black Ops 2 is such a mixed bag when it comes to the map quality, and I think it does get a little overhyped just because Mob and Origins are like the jewels in the zombies community's crowns.
Yeah.
But I think, I think, I know I'm buried, but like people don't really think when people think about Black Ops 2 zombies, the first two maps that are always mentioned are Mob and Origins, and I think that's just a gross kind of overhyping of what this game actually, or what this season actually was. Like, two maps don't make a whole season, in my opinion. But that's not to say it had bad maps either. Like, as I said, Mob, Origins, Buried, but then the first half was like Nuketown, Transit, and Die Rise. It's such a mixed bag. But I think
I will not stand for that slander. Get Die Rise out of that category.
I'm sorry for on the rare occasion I have to side with Aiden on this one.
Thanks, Triko.
Die Rise is where it needs to be.
Thank you.
I remember that when I'm writing the description for this episode.
I mean, I don't think I would personally rank Black Ops 2 Zombies, like season as a whole, above Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 3.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like a lot of people would probably agree with that, because Black Ops 1 is where a lot of people, like especially casual people, have actually played zombies, because whenever you talk to someone who probably doesn't even play like zombies or plays video games like that in general, and you happen to bring up zombies, they will always talk about like either Black Ops 1 or the one with the bus is what they would say. And that is coming from experience and stuff. So it's like Black Ops 1 definitely is where zombies became mainstream, and Black Ops 2 is where like it really started to experiment and started to like really get up there in terms of like the maps and all the content and the stuff that we're getting with it. The maps started to have as much personality as the characters did.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
All right, well, with our ranking out the way, let's move on to our likes and dislikes for the upcoming Black Ops 3 season. So, Just to go over, as always, just to remind you guys and our audience of the rules. So we get only one atmosphere pick, if any. Only one soundtrack pick, if any. One like veto and one dislike veto. And then one honourable mention per map, if any. And then, as always, just want to emphasise, like with the ranking, these are our own opinions and it does not necessarily reflect our views on the map as a whole. So, I'm going to... Oh, no, hang on, I'm jumping ahead of here myself. Let's start off with our first map, Shadows of Evil, and I'm already using my like veto, and I'm vetoing Nero as like the character Nero, because he is God himself. He is the funniest character in this whole game, and we can't be having Jeff Goldblum like taking up a whole topic. So,
yeah, we know he would be. So
exactly.
Fire usually kills things. It's like a vocal stem Oscar has.
So with that veto out the way, Josh, I'll let you take away with your likes and dislikes.
All right, so I'm really excited to talk about Black Ops 3. I've got to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a big one.
Aren't we all?
True.
Finally, some good fucking zombies maps.
Alright, so Shadows of Evil. This one is definitely my pick for atmosphere. I really like what they did here with this one. I've always been a fan of the like Lovecraftian setting. I know it wasn't for everybody, and it's caught a lot of flack in recent years with people who want zombies to become, you know, a bit less sci-fi oriented, like it did end up becoming towards the end. I personally love it. I love
even
like
right now. It's already hitting the sci-fi.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I really loved it. I really jived with the whole like, you know, like the way the Shadow Man looks and all that sort of thing. I thought it was really top-notch stuff. And again, the atmosphere of Morgue City itself is genuinely pretty creepy in certain places. I think it's really, really well done. Mm-hmm. And the like the way it sets it up in the intro as well is really good. Yeah, so that also spans onto the enemies as well. So with like the Margwa and that, I also think that's a really, really cool enemy design. I'm so tired of seeing abominations used over and over again. Just give me the Margwas back, please.
But they are Margwas.
Yeah, exactly. But for dislikes, it is the only main quest on Black Ops 3 that requires a 4-player team. You'll notice that's a stigma I have with a lot of maps like this. It's something I always bring up. I do enjoy doing them 4-player, like, a lot, but I hate when it's mandatory. And this one could have been so easily patched to work in single player. You know what I mean? Shangri-La is another map that I think shares that criticism, where most of the entire Easter egg can be completed solo. There's just a few with a little bit of, you know, tinkering, but with this one, I think aside from the last step, it's literally the only step in the entire Easter egg that you can't do solo, and I think that sucks. The fact that they let you do all that and then say, nope, there you go, that's it, that's all you're getting. I think that's sucks.
and it's like the best part too.
Exactly, yeah. It's just the way like it just unceremoniously ends, and the next step never begins. It just stops. And you're like,
yeah,
oh,
I was disappointed my first time. I'd rather get stuck like infinitely listening to that song just because like, oh, they didn't think anybody would get here this far in solo than anything else.
Yeah, I agree. I think if nothing else, they should have just given you the cutscene after that. On solo, if they really didn't want you to do the last one. Yeah, so that's my likes and dislikes anyway. I see that you're next on for Aiden, so what are you thinking?
Well, my like is that this map is my soundtrack pick.
Oh yeah.
The music on this map is unlike anything we have ever had before or since. I love the whole kind of jazzy kind of 19 like 30s 40s like vibes it's going for, like
Yeah.
Is it like Quest Noir? Like, I can't remember what the kind of, like, that noir kind of like style makes it feel like you're kind of watching an old kind of like gangster
detective
movie.
film.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I vetoed Nero, but like the character. I'm diving straight into like my overall thoughts on the map. Force of habit here. Snakeskin Boots is amazing.
Spoilers.
Yep, Snakeskin
Spoiler
Boots
tags.
is a really cool song, and I was like, when I first heard it in the trailer, I was like, is this an actual song? Like, I need this on my MP3 player. Like, this is such a vibe.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then like that kind of end like track of like when you're kind of on the last step is really, really good. And to be honest, I know it's reused from campaign, but the Shadow Man boss fight music is also like hauntingly beautiful as well.
Yeah, I would agree.
Talking about I Live, because yes.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So yeah, that's my my like. The only one I don't like is Cold Hard Cash.
The ear-piercing note at the end.
It's just
Blow your speakers out if you got a sound system.
it feels. I don't know if I'm like imagining it or if I'm being too critical or harsh here, but like, is she just out of tune? Like.
No, I've heard it too. It's like she voice cracks there, like
Yeah.
like that's kind of what she does and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember my first time hearing it, I was like, you're falling just a little short. I'm like, that sounds like it could have been a really good one, but it's like she had a voice crack during recording and they just kept it and they're just like, okay.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like if I'm playing the game through headphones and I look towards like a drink I have on the desk, it's going to be like that scene from Jurassic Park where the water in the cup starts jiggling the second that note comes on. Or like the glasses nearby are going to smash.
Yeah, absolutely. As for my my dislike, it's that one parasite that lurks at the end of the round who does chip damage. I don't know why, but it just pisses me off every single time. Like,
Just vibing and then you just fucking
yeah,
that
exactly.
little smack.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. I've got that noise stuck in the back of my head. The impact sound.
Exactly, like, and it's always that parasite that like you get from like a pod or something, and it flies off, and you're like, okay, he's obviously like fucked off, and then at the last at the end of the
Margot round and stuff.
Yeah, and like then I'm like off to do something, like I'm getting a gobble gum or like getting a new shield, and I just get like splat, and it's just like, fuck right off.
It's like, it's not even like a dramatic hit or anything. It's literally just like a little like that's it, just a little splat, a little smack sound. It's funny. It's so funny, but I get it.
Yeah,
Like swatting a fly.
And I do have an honourable mention for this map. It's just a general honourable mention. Last Gen Richtofen. That's all I'm gonna say there.
Not yet. I've got his face stuck in my head.
Yeah, I have the jump scare sound from freaking Classified stuck in my head when they used it.
Oh my god.
That is so great, dude.
Alright, Triko, take it away.
Okay, I'm gonna do my dislike first, actually, because you were talking about the Noir stuff. I am not a fan of the Noir mode Easter egg that they added inside of there, where you're supposed to go into like the boxing ring and you like hold X on like that one picture inside of there. It is a really cool idea that they just didn't do anything with, because it's cool when you first see it, because everyone's like, oh look, now I got Noir mode and stuff, but it's like, you got to play the entire match with that. You can't turn it off, and the only time it ever changes is when it's like a Margot round and your screen is doing that filter thing. And then you get color back for a little bit, and it messes with you because they're like, whoa. And then that's it, though. You are stuck in just playing the game grayscale with nothing to really show for it. It's like it's a cool idea, but you can't turn it off, so you're stuck like that the whole time. You could have. It's like it would have been cool if you could like do something with it. And for all we know, we can, and we just never figured it out. But I kind of feel like it's just a little bit of wasted potential. You can do this thing, but you can't really do anything with it. You just get stuck playing the game grayscale now.
Yeah.
But as far as the thing I like about Shadows, I played that game a lot, and I guess in recent years it has started to kind of invade my dreams a little bit. And what I mean by that is I'm the kind of person that has reoccurring dreams about stuff, a lot of different stuff that I won't even get into, except for the fact that one of the maps that it used to happen a lot in was Mob of the Dead, actually. I would have dreams about being in the prison and Brutus like chasing me around and stuff and me trying to get away. But with Shadows, I would have dreams about being in the city of Shadows of Evil. But the thing is, I'm not talking about the area that you can play as, but I'm talking about like the background that you see where like all the buildings are just tall and dark and stuff. I have reoccurring dreams about being there, and they are some really cool fucking dreams, I'm not gonna lie. They're really cool to be in. But one of the places that I do dream about a lot that does invade my dream a lot is the Canal District. It's never the same layout as the game, but it is the same layout every time I dream about it. And I know it's not about the map itself, but more just like the aesthetic of it and stuff. But the thing is that in the dreams, dude, it's like, as it is with any dream you have, it always feels cool as hell until you describe it to someone and they look at you like, type of shit. But it does really feel really cool to have played that map enough to where I literally dream about it like if I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
And then, speaking of the Canal District, my honorable mention is Jack Vincent.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, one of his lines that he has, because I love the delivery that he has when he's saying this quote.
Oh, yeah.
Because as someone that does voice acting, I love hearing good deliveries and stuff, and we get so much of that in this freaking game. But the amount of emotion that he has in this quote, where he's just like starting off like, nobody ever says, "Good job, Jackie." Nobody ever says, "Hey, thanks for keeping the streets safe from us normal folks. Here's a raise in pay." And it's like the more the quote is going on, he's getting angry. And he finally just lets it break when he's screaming, "Nobody ever says that to Jackie fucking Vincent!" And I love it. I love hearing that emotion. It's so strong, and I love it so much. So that's my honorable mention, is just loving that quote.
Nice.
Yeah, don't blame you. It really is a solid quote. Like,
It's an inspiring quote for me.
For real.
Yeah, Oscar.
As for me, my
I love that
life
intro.
has to...
As for me,
I
I want you to know he had his fingers snapping together when he said that.
Nice.
Anyways, my like has to be when you pack a punch in Shadows, how the skybox looks, because it reminds me so much of the Upside Down in Stranger Things.
Oh yeah,
The red-
I've never seen it,
Yeah,
but I have seen.
Yeah.
I have seen the picture of like the tentacles in the sky. Not watched the show. But
Yes.
kind of what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much. But for my, as for my dislike, it has to be when you get all set up and ready for Pack-a-Punch, and you're about to wall jump, and you lag backwards and you fall.
Oh, fuck
The
yeah.
lag kills you. So
I
badly
personally
on that.
hate the wall running anyway, and I personally blame Jason for it. How dare he come out and say beforehand, before the game came out, there will be no wall running in zombies. Fucking liar. I swear to God.
Yeah,
So
but he
I
also
would
said there's an
refuse.
impossible Easter egg, so...
That's true. I literally unlocked Pack-a-Punch and couldn't figure out how to get across because I was like, they said they didn't put wall running in, so I guess they're not doing that.
You didn't see the footprints running.
Also, it does
like-
kind of seem so random.
It was, yeah. No, I didn't, Aiden. So feel free to mock me for that. I'm not a very smart man.
My whole thing is just like it's so random too. Like, why can you just now suddenly start wall running? Why can these guys wall run suddenly? That's a burlesque dancer. You're telling me? I think she's still in heels, dude. Is he wall running?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've certainly
Beast lets you wall run.
I've certainly had a few deaths from lag in the Pat room before.
Yeah.
Not very fun.
All right.
That's why I'm hosting.
Shall we move on to our next map?
Oh, yes,
Absolutely.
Okay, the giant. So for my I'm going to use my atmosphere pick here. I don't know
Got rid of
why.
both of those so quickly.
Hmm?
Let's say you got rid of that so quickly. The atmosphere pick and then the soundtrack.
I know.
And I mean, I can't blame you, but my goodness.
Yeah, but like, I don't know why, but like, the atmosphere of the giant is haunting. Like, especially with how the intro cutscene kind of sets it all up, and then you kind of load into the map, and you got the music that's just playing, and you're just looking around. You got snow falling, and it just has that quiet hauntingness about it. And then the zombies come in, and I don't know why, but it just really like tickles my brain.
No, you know what? I can agree 150% there. Like, absolutely, actually. It almost feels like it's quieter than original Darius too.
Yeah, like in original Darius, you got like sirens going off and like explosions and like fire happening and all of that, and like whereas with this one, it's that kind of like calm before the storm, and then you kind of get thrown into it.
Yeah.
It's like we're not supposed to be there almost.
Absolutely, and it's got that kind of vibe of like, you know, something's shifted, like that shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my like. My dislike is random perks. Doubly so.
really hate those.
I really hate random perks. Doubly so on this map because none of the perks are where they're meant to be. Like,
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
like, Jug is not in the Jug
Okay,
corner.
you know what? Yeah.
Quick Revive is not in Max's office. Like why do you have to mess all of that up?
Yeah. The one thing that I don't mind too much about it is that if you take the route on the right, facing into the map, you pretty much hit every spot where there is a random perk on the first pass, so you know where they are pretty much out the gate. But I do get what you mean.
Yeah.
I think their addition is kind of pointless. It doesn't really add anything to Darius.
Yeah.
But at least Jug's not in the death corner anymore, I guess.
Not every time, but like, but here's the thing: it's meant to be. It's meant to be. Like, I actually wanted to be in the death corner because like that's what I've been conditioned to to play.
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. Hit me hard.
Exactly. Oh my god. All right. That's all I have to say about the giant. Triko, what about you?
Okay, so definitely the nostalgia that I feel of watching the opening cutscene, because when Black Ops 3 was coming out, that was another game I was incredibly hyped for, just like how I was when 2. But one of the things I remember is wondering if we were going to see the characters again, the original characters, premise, and all that stuff again. And before the trailer was actually officially released, I believe they showed it off early at like, I don't know if it was like San Diego Comic-Con or something like that. But they showed the trailer early for people, and there were people there who were recording it, who weren't supposed to be recording it, who uploaded like really... I can't even focus my camera on the freaking screen footage of it. And I remember getting excited seeing that, like, oh my god, Takio's there. Oh my god, everybody's there. And like, oh my god, freaking out and stuff. The actual like cutscene itself, every single time you watch it, it's like, it's kind of awesome because you literally get to hear the tail end of that freaking recording that you can find in Darius. That is awesome. Seeing Richtofen just kind of shoot the other Richtofen in the face. And of course, damn it, Richtofen, I thought we were done with this.
Yeah.
What can I say,
100%.
Dempsey? Things change. The zombie jump scare, or not the jump scare, but like, you know how the way like in the trailer cuts to black and then the zombie just kind of like breaks the barrier.
Yeah.
That whole cutscene, I'm just in love with. Now, for my dislike, as cool as Shadows of Evil is, and the entire aesthetic behind it, the perks having like different like jingles and stuff that kind of fit the era, the gumball machines, they still keep that same feeling, that same era and stuff, but now they feel completely out of place. Starting with the giant, because yes, of course, this carries over into the other maps, and I do still have that same opinion on it. But because this is the first map that we got where it can be seen, and it is a launch map too, that's kind of something that bothers me a little bit with it, is just the fact that the gumball machines after Shadows are going to feel out of place. Like, maybe they can work in Revelations, but they keep the same design, the exact same design. They don't try to change it up or anything like that to make it fit the environment. Like, no, it just feels out of place, and I'm not too big a fan of that.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of what they did with the max ammo from Shadows of Evil, where they changed it to the one from the Giant, and it's all the other maps with the Premise Crew, and you're just like, this doesn't fit. Every time max ammo comes up on Shadows now, you're like, wait, what?
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember they all had the little Cthulhu teddy bear, no, or something like that for a little bit.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool. I wish they kept it. There is a story behind that, but I'll wait till the proper episode for it.
Okie
All right, Oscar, go ahead.
My favorite thing to do in the giant is when you get the monkeys and you go to the fireplace and you throw the monkey into the fireplace.
Oh my
and you hear
god!
scream.
My favorite thing about the giant is animal cruelty.
And then he screams, and then he asks, "Why are you so cruel to Mr. Monkey? Mr. Monkey just wanted to play."
Yeah. I love that in the original as well. It's so good. I'm glad they kept it.
Uh-huh.
As for my dislike, it has to be when you do, I think, the
Fly trap.
yeah, when you do the fly trap, and then you go to the fireplace and you get the annihilator.
Oh yeah.
It's
think
really
they should
not
have-
that good of a freaking weapon.
It
dude.
really isn't.
No.
I think they should have just given you the Wonder Waff or something if you didn't have it already.
Yeah, that even that could have worked and stuff, but like, wasn't there also like what everybody was dubbing like Samantha's curse tied to the freaking Annihilator? Like
Oh
when
god, yeah.
Black Ops 3 first released, where it would just like remove all of your freaking it would like take away everything from you, your gun, your freaking points, and all that stuff.
Oh yikes! I do not remember that.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
they called it Samantha's curse because you would just like take random damage, and you would
Random
hear
damage
Samantha
as well.
laughing. you would take completely random damage that would spread from like every freaking like 3 seconds or so. No, about every 4 seconds, and every single time you took damage, you would lose some of your points until you were down at
Christ.
0. And
I'm
I
assuming they
think
thought
it
you
took
were-
away your guns and perks.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they thought you were glitching or something.
Yeah, and that's kind of what made it suck, because it's literally just getting the Annihilator, which is something you could even get out of the box, and it also did
Yeah.
happen when you got it out of the box too.
Oh really? God, that's
Yeah.
rubbish.
Yeah, retro ass freaking thing. I don't know if it's still in the game, but that was definitely something that happened a lot at launch.
Yeah, I don't think it did when we last played it. Did it? Ed?
No.
I think they probably have patched it.
Yeah.
All right, so because I assume I'm the only one who writes paragraphs in this part, apparently. Little self-burn
I
there.
was going off of him. I was going off of Aiden because you hadn't filled it out yet. So
All right, so what I like about the Giant is that while it is mostly entirely accurate to the original. I do like that they added a few new little details in there, like the Monkey Bomb Easter egg, for those who've done it, where you can get now Deadshot and Stamina up on this map by throwing the monkey into 3 different teleporters, which I thought was pretty cool. I wish there was more stuff like that, like more added side Easter eggs and stuff throughout this version of the map, but mostly it's 1-to-1. Like, one thing that's always bothered me on the original series as well, don't know if anyone's really noticed it, but you know those, like, antennas that are on the top of that building to the left of the back teleporter? And there's, like, those 4, like, antennas that have got, like, different shapes. I've always just thought that they could have been used for an Easter egg, but they never capitalized on it. And I'm still gutted about that, because I think it would have been really cool to use them for an Easter egg.
Knowing their development cycle, it even could have been part of a freaking Easter egg step at one point that got cut.
Yeah, that's true. The thing is, though, they are in the original as well, so I don't know if they would have used it back then, but I suppose you never know. For my dislike, though, I do think it plays it maybe a little too safe, and it is maybe a little too close to the original. I kind of wish they'd done more with it, considering, you know, the timeline's different in this particular version, so I think they could have done a bit more with it. As well as with like the gameplay content and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it. I really had to scrape the bottom of the barrel for that, because like I know there's certain things like, you know, the courtyard to the right of the power switch was once accessible in an earlier version. Like I wish they'd opened that up. Like there's a room, you know, where the Gobblegum's sitting in front of that door. There's like a room originally that you could have gone in. There's like actual like geometry in there.
Also, basically like what they did with Blood, where like they could have like at least added the scrapped areas and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe, you know, a bit more like you say, like what they did with like Classified and stuff like that, and add sprinkle a few more areas in and stuff like that. I think would have been pretty cool.
It would have been. I think recently, during the Blundellathon thing going on, I think recently Jason did say that the Giant was kind of like a map that was rushed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember the exact reasoning, but they said, like, okay, we need, like, an extra map that's going to come out with this or something like that. And Blundell, I think, was focusing his resources on the campaign at that point. And when it came to zombies, because it was entirely his team, and I guess Darius was, like, his first map, he was, like, with his team saying, like, you know what? Remake Darius. And that's what they ended up doing and stuff. So they really could have if they had more time, but... Again, I literally just talked about the freaking development cycle and stuff, so... Yeah,
of course, yeah. Yeah, it just would have been nice to see a little bit more new content added, but I'm not disappointed with it. I'm still happy with what we got.
No, not at all. Freaking Beauty of Annihilation remix.
Oof.
Yeah, that gets way too much hate. I think it's such a good remix.
I loved it.
It's no secret that I prefer it to the original one.
I would actually agree.
I'm not that brave. I do prefer the original, but obviously personal taste, I guess.
Yeah.
I love both, but I have like freaking everything that they added in the remix and stuff. Like I love it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our next one because we are now over the 2-hour mark. So
that's baby steps on this channel.
Yeah, that's very
I know
true.
we're about to go over 3, dude. Like let's get ready for 3.
Yeah, I gotta get up in the morning.
And I've got to go to the bathroom for an hour.
Oh my god. All right, Triko, kick us off with Jirais and Druck.
All right, so the whole what's it called? The Undercroft, I believe it is. The pyramid room. You could turn on anti-gravity inside of there, of course. One of the things I like is when I play games, and I mean, it could be any game. It could be Halo. It could be Minecraft. It happens a lot in Minecraft, actually. But it could be anything that I play. When I start to get into like a deep conversation with people, I will pace in the game. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that can relate to that. But I pace. And in the Reisendrache, that area with the wall running is like the perfect place for me to do that, because when I'm wall running, perfect amount of brain stimulation to where I can hold the conversation while mindlessly doing something, and then anti-gravity turns off and I panic a little bit, but like it is like the perfect spot to just wall run while having a conversation. Even with the zombies poking out of the wall, it's really not that big of a freaking like distraction enough to stop me. Yeah. And for my dislike, especially as someone that plays zombies mostly solo, infinite hellhounds on those steps where you're trying to put the code in when you're escorting the keeper. I do not like them. They are very annoying.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. Am I right in thinking when you have to put the code in, they do get rid of the hellhounds on the code step at least? I know they don't for the keeper though.
They don't for the Simon
I'm sure
Says.
when you put in the Samantha Says.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure they go away on solo.
No.
Maybe for like some of the steps, but I know at the start they definitely did not. They were a thing. I remember that 100% because I haven't like soloed DE in a very long time, so I can't remember 100%. I don't know if they like did like adjust it at some point, but I know definitely at the start when I was doing that Easter egg a whole bunch, they were there like every single time.
Right.
And an honorable mention for this, because this is fucking awesome, is that they literally gave you a toilet plunger as a melee weapon.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it can catch on fire too, so you can literally insta-kill panzers with a flaming toilet plunger. And that is the coolest thing in the damn world, dude. I don't care. That is so hilarious to me. So that is definitely my honorable mention.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I can totally
toilet
understand
plunger
why.
melee weapon, man. The whole animation, the sound effect with it, the concept of insta-killing a big tanky enemy with it is just it's great. It's glorious. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Best weapon in Black Ops 3.
My dislike or my like has to be the Easter egg. The amount of times, just like with Origins, I can't vibe to the map unless I have to 100% do the Easter egg. So I know that I'm 100% good. Also, for my dislike, has to be that one step for the lightning bow, where you have to shoot 3 different areas, and I cannot get the second one because I can't aim straight, and it's frustrating.
I feel that on a spiritual level.
I also when you do solo, you have that one zombie that could either be slow and you'll be good, or you have that very fast sprinter that you need to be fast.
That just goes for like any Easter egg. That shit's so annoying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just remembering freaking Aiden failing to hit the fire post.
Oh god.
God, it's such a shit on Aiden night, isn't it?
It usually is.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. All right, Josh, what about you?
All right, so as I put here, I can appreciate it as a diet version of Origins, if you want to call it that.
The fact that that's all you need to say and I understand.
Yeah. I like that it's basically takes the problems that you were saying, Eden, that you had with Origins proper, and just pretty much gets rid of all of them.
Yeah.
It says, here, have a weapon, and you don't have to spend literally the equivalent of like 40 years to upgrade one staff. You can have a bow in about 10-15 minutes, if that. It's such a smoother experience, I think, to play from a gameplay standpoint, and does incentivize you to want to go after the bows for regular gameplay. Like getting the lightning bow and just camping in the teleporter at the rocket pad is just such a fun pastime of mine. Trying to get to like high rounds. Yeah, so I've also said here, it's also got the great wonder weapons as well. It's the same as Origins really, where you've got like one that isn't quite as good as the rest. But for the most part, they're all solid. I would happily use any of them in a pinch, except for maybe the wolf bow. Again, that's definitely the weakest of the bunch. And for dislikes... Oh, what were you saying? Sorry.
I've always liked the wolf bow. I think that one was like the first one we figured out how to do.
The first one.
I think it was for me as well, actually. I don't hate it. I just know it's, the weakest
In
of
comparison.
the other four. Yeah, I don't dislike it though. I don't think it's bad. For dislikes though, I don't really care for this iteration of the Panzer too much. I much preferred the Origins version. I've never been a fan of the electroshock grenades he throws at you. I've just found them to be annoying. The way they stun you, lock up your screen. I said it in Kino de Toten, I believe, as well, when we talked about that. I don't like enemies that can stun lock you. I didn't like it with the gas
with, like, the
zombies and
crawlers.
overcrawlers. Anything that just inhibits your ability to play, I just find is more obnoxious than challenging. You're just like, get off my screen. I'm not going to die to an overcrawler because it put gas on my screen. And it's the same with these. It's like, it's just more of a nuisance. Because as you say, I like... Oh, go on.
I was going to say, you might also remember me talking about... me and my friend, we used to run Black Ops 3 Easter eggs like constantly. It was like an every night thing just for fun. And one of the things that we had found out is that there is a gobblegum. I forget the name of it right now, but there is a gobblegum that you can eat and will completely negate the damage and the stun entirely from the Panzer thing. So every single time we go into the boss fight, we intentionally try to roll for that gobblegum. So that way we can just go in and not worry about anything.
All right. I thought you were talking about, what do you call it? Pop shocks, which I believe could be used to instantly kill the Magua and the Panzer for a time, but I think they patched it.
No, you still can. You still can with Margwas at least. But there is a gobblegum that lets you completely negate Panzer electricity attacks. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't even stun you.
All right. I'll have to look into that. I don't mind it so much in the main map itself. It's more the boss fight where that becomes an issue because they're just flying everywhere. There's no safe place to stand during that boss fight. But yeah, I think that's pretty much me. What about you, Ed?
So my like is the end cutscene. I think from me, like many other people, just found this end cutscene like to be perfection. Like this is what set the bar for what end cutscenes should be. The emotional beats, the delivery of the like Dempsey and Richthofen's lines. It's not just like, I know Tak and Nikolai didn't say anything, but like, and I know that Dempsey gets
turning off. Hold on. Okay, started.
I know that Dempsey is like the focus here, but like Richthofen with his kind of delivery of kind of like your soul, like
that's the one thing that came to mind too.
He's like really emphasizing like this is what it takes to make a better future, and like I don't know, and then obviously like Dempsey's like delivery of like good to see you tank. I just love this end cutscene. Especially it's a really kind of somber moment after the explosive ending of the Easter egg.
Yeah.
And
definitely a tone shift.
Exactly. As for my dislike, it's waiting for the rocket. I hate anything that like the rocket in the rocket pad. Like I hate anything that kills pace. And when you've just missed a rocket cycle, and you have to wait like 2 or 3 minutes for the next one to happen.
I think it's like 5 actually.
Yeah, and you feel it. Like you're literally like, I cannot do anything other than maybe try the skip, which is useless on solo because by the time you actually get there. So waiting for the rocket is my only dislike for this map, I think.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Honorable mention for the skeleton Easter egg.
Oh yeah,
I do love that. The amount of people I play with who say, "Don't put it on because I can't see them."
Oh yeah.
What?
It's such a cool Easter egg, though.
It is.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to our next one. Zetsubo no Shima. Oscar, fire away.
Oscar, you go ahead. I can't hold it no more.
Okay, so my like has to be the power room where you go underneath the water. Yeah, we go underneath the water and you drain the water for you to get the power, the power switch, and then you gotta swim up and then turn the power on.
I've died down there once or twice.
Yes, that's one of the reasons that I love doing it, because I do it and I don't die.
Yeah.
Nice.
But for my dislike, I don't know if it goes for everybody else, but my dislike has to be the thrashers. I find it really annoying. They're very easy when you have like a rocket or anything that you can instantly kill them with. But it's the one that gets me annoyed is when you have 4 or more teammates that go down, and the thrashers pick up either or of your teammates, and you have to kill the thrasher, and then you have to revive your teammate at the same time.
Yeah, and then they get snagged by another thrasher.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get taken by another thrasher. Then you have to kill that one.
I do think that mechanic is really like cool, actually, that they can just pick up down players like that.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a pretty neat idea. I don't hate the thrashers, but I do get the point. They're definitely spammed way too much. The spawn rates are way too high. Because you need to like lure them around the map, don't you? So you end up running into a spore which goes off, running into another spore which goes off, running into another spore which goes off. So you end up with like 60 thrashers chasing you around the map at once, and it's like, please just leave me alone.
God, I wish I had that luck with some of the challenges, dude. Oh my god. This one. This should have been my freaking dislike pick, but
the
challenge.
mutation one.
Yes, where you have to not the mutation one. The mutation one is the bane of one of my friend's existences. The bane of my existence is killing it before it gets upset. Because as soon as they spawn in on later rounds, they will be mad automatically. So it's like you have to restart.
Right.
That gets to me. That should have been my dislike.
Absolutely. Alright, so for me, I think my like is the jump scare for this one, which I think is the most innovative and the coolest little jump scare they've put into zombies so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for those who haven't seen it, it's basically like a doppelganger that'll be hiding throughout the map, pretending to be one of your teammates. I don't know if you can trigger it on solo. I can't quite remember. I've never actually... The only thing I don't like about it is I've never actually been able to trigger it myself. It's never worked. No matter how many times I've stared at that body in the cryo tube, I have never gotten it to actually spawn in anywhere. But that's what I think makes it effective. Because you get into your own head staring at like the body in the cryo tube for like about 5 minutes. And you're thinking, oh, has it worked yet? You know what I mean?
Oh my god,
it gives you time to think.
Dude, there was one time where I was trying the Easter egg. First, I am pretty sure it does work solo. I think I've done it solo before a few times. But on one of the occasions where I did do it solo, I guess I was staring for too long because I guess like the longer you stare, the closer to you it'll spawn. I'm not entirely sure how the mechanics of it work. But there was one time where I stopped looking at it and I was kind of like backing away to kind of like get ready to turn around, and I backed up into it and it scared the hell out of me.
Oh god. I mean, I guess you could also argue that given how long you do need to stare at it, the scariest part of it is the burn-in you'll inevitably get on your screen.
Oh my god.
Because you'll be staring at the same spot for the next like 10 minutes.
Someone coming into your room just talking about like, why is there a fetus burned into your screen? It's not a fetus, it's a test tube monster.
True. As for dislikes, I think it suffers from one of the issues of Origins, which is the extremely long setup. The Easter egg itself is really short, but the fact that you need to do quite a significant part of it to upgrade the KT4, I think is a bit of a drawback. Because the upgraded KT4 isn't actually that bad. I actually quite like it. But you never really get to use it in most matches because you're not going to want to do all the other extraneous nonsense just to get the upgrade for your wonder weapon. I'm kind of glad it's something they did away with in later entries. Don't know if anyone else has any other feelings about that, but that's mine.
I like the Masamune.
Yeah, so do I. I just don't like having to put in all the bloody elbow grease for it.
You know
like,
what?
Please, just let me pack up and shit or something.
Now that I think about it, yeah, that is like in a way like especially true as well, because I'm pretty sure there's extra stuff that you can do once you have the Masamune as well. Namely,
Yeah.
that one wall in the freaking room that has all of the freaking enemies inside, not the enemies, but the people inside the cryo tubes or whatever, the tubes.
Oh, yes, yeah.
There is that wall that you can hit with the skull of Nansapwe. And there's a vine that you can shoot with the Masamune specifically that opens up a spore. And when you get a zombie by that spore, it'll turn into a friendly thrasher.
Yeah, I have done that like once. It was never one I did. To be honest, I'm going to put this as my honorable mention because I don't know, nobody else has. The spider Easter egg.
Oh yeah, oh my god, I forgot what it's called. That's what it was, spider bait. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've never done that.
such
That's
a
one
fun-
of the side Easter eggs I've never done.
I've only done it once, but it was worth it. It was a lot of fun. All right, so what about you, Aidan?
So speaking of spiders, my like is the Spider Queen fight.
Oh yeah.
I love that we had like a mid kind of Easter egg boss fight. I don't think we really.
Yes.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, like we don't get them often. Like the only ones that are, kind of come to mind are like the Margwa boss fight in Rev, and then the
I was just
Nathan.
about to ask if that counted.
Yeah, I'd count that. It's in the boss fight arena. And then like the Nathan boss fight is the other one that comes to mind in Terminus.
Oh yeah.
But like yeah, like a mid kind of fight, mid boss kind of fight is a mid Easter egg boss fight is always a real treat when it happens. And I know she just kind of stays in like one place, but like it feels like a pretty good fight when it happens.
Yeah, especially as someone who has arachnophobia.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, same.
It's therapeutic, if anything. My dislike is the trials, and you kind of already outlined. Well, you've already outlined why. It's some of the trials are stupid, like that kind of one where you have to kill a particular type
I love
of
the
thrasher.
simplicity of it. Some of the trials are stupid.
I mean, like, yeah,
is
he's
bad.
not even wrong, dude.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it's like that one where you have to kill like a zombie before it turns or as it's turning into a thrasher. I can never do it. But then on top of that, if you want to do the Easter egg and you're playing with other people, everyone has to have the trials
Oh
done.
my god.
And genuinely,
Yeah.
fuck that noise. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the trials in this particular iteration. I do have an honourable mention, and that is in the intro cutscene. I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
I don't speak Japanese.
Also, in keeping with the topic, can we just talk about, like, I suppose it's kind of fitting given what we talked about earlier, actually, how badass Takio is in this intro.
Oh, for real.
Oh yeah, the envoy of the emperor himself.
I always loved the scene where he's walking after the summoning key as it's about to go off the edge.
Oh, dude, he's aura farming for no reason, dude. The fucking
Yeah, exactly.
literally the item that's supposed to save the freaking universe or multiverse, all of existence. He's just watching
Walking
it roll
after
away from him.
Look, it's the guy's map. Let him aura farm.
on that topic, really quick, I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure that in that scene where he does leap after it, he leaps after it and grabs it with his right hand. And I think when they do show the scene of him actually holding it, he's holding it with his left.
No, that is it. Worst map ever.
We don't talk about
Bottom of the list,
inconsistencies.
F.
We don't talk about inconsistencies.
I noticed these things. I'm sorry.
Well, why don't you round off Zetsbo for us, Triko, then?
right, so really easy, really easy atmosphere pick.
Oh
I
yeah.
love the environment so much. I first of all, like me personally in real life, I'm a sucker for just plants, overgrowth, stuff that looks like The Last of Us, kind of like cottage core type of stuff where you just have like a bunch of plants just everywhere. I love that stuff. I love greenery a lot, and there is by far a lot of greenery inside of this one. I love the atmosphere a lot inside of here. I love the completely random scary stuff that's everywhere too. The jump scares in different places. The random spots that you can hold X on and you'll hear like a creepy noise or
Yes.
something random.
Yeah.
I love that so much. From the one in the spawn room to the door that's by Greenwater, all the way to like I think there's one when you find the hidden room that you use anywhere but here, and you have like the dragon incubator and stuff, that if you hold X on it you can literally hear one of the dragons like hatching.
Oh,
Like
right.
that-
I don't think I've heard that one.
Dude, I know so many of these. I love this map so much. The scares inside of it, even the jump scare, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But on that topic, one of the things I don't like about it is the giant that you can see like in the background just kind of moving by Greenwater when you make it to round 50. It's a really cool Easter egg that they just kind of don't elaborate on, but it does kind of suck that you can only see it if you make it to round 50. So it's like, okay, what is the significance of that? Like, I want to know more about that big ass creature, but I can't know anything because you only get to see it walking by as soon as you make it to round 50, and that's it. It's a cool Easter egg. I just hate that that's the condition you have to meet in order to see it, is just surviving until round 50. It could have been something like way cooler. It could have been something that had like a little bit of world building to it, not just make it to round 50 and you get to see this random ass thing in the background.
Yeah. I kind of wish it had it as a boss or something.
That would have been cool, but I feel like they were done after 2.
Yeah, probably. I
And-
suppose they did put the spider in there as well.
Yeah. And then the actual honorable mention that I have for this is Zetsubo actually does mean a lot to me personally, because there's a lot of people out there who like to do low round Easter eggs, and a lot of people have this map as their lowest round Easter egg completion being round 5, because that's the general consensus, is that is the lowest possible round that you can complete this on. It is not. And I've told you guys this before, and I've showed you it when I was going under my really old username that I don't like to associate with anymore, but is the only bit of evidence that I have for this that I've done it. But it is completely possible to complete Zetsubo no Shima on round 4 without using any sort of hacking and without using any sort of mods or anything like that. It is completely possible to do it, and it is a bitch to do it. So I every single time I go around and I see someone like, oh yeah, we did the Easter egg on round 5. Oh, it's the lowest. It's the world record. I don't have a VOD, unfortunately, so I can't prove it. But I do have the screenshot that shows that I have done it. And it's kind of like a personal accomplishment at this point, because it's not something that I can prove. It's something that I would love to try to do again if I can remember how to do it. It wasn't my idea. It was someone else's idea that they allowed me and one other person to try. And
I think you did send me the screenshot, I believe, on Discord, so I might be able to show it on screen.
Yeah, so it's under an old username that I don't associate with anymore. Just trying to leave that in the past and stuff. But yes, that is literally the only amount of proof that I have that I did this. I was never able to get a VOD. I was too young. I didn't exactly have like a capture card or anything like that. I would love to do it again, but I don't have a way to contact Pizza, unfortunately, which is the person who had the idea. So Zetsubo does hold a special place in my heart, because it's not like I can go around and tell everybody that I did it, because for all they know, I hacked. I I was on PC, I hacked the game or whatever the hell. I'm just using an Xbox controller. So I have no way to prove it, and that's okay. I know that I did it, and that is honestly enough for me. But I would be very much open to trying to do it again, just to get that proof.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll see about getting that picture on screen at some point then.
Yeah, I'd say go ahead. Go for it. It's an old user and stuff, and I don't want to associate with it anymore, but it's relevant, so.
Alright. It's up to you, obviously, if you want it on screen or not. Just let me know.
Yeah, I guess like we can talk about it like after.
Right.
Freaking like censor everything and no point.
Well, with that, let's dive into our next map, Guard Crovy. Josh, do you want to go over your likes and dislikes for this map?
Alright, so I think for this one, I'm probably going to have to give it to the boss theme. I don't know what it's actually called, but I called it Hellfire on the video. I'm actually, now that I've said that, I'm trying to remember if it actually is called Hellfire in the game files. I haven't looked at it in so long.
I'll see if Tui's like on the albums if they've kind of put it on there.
Right. I'm just not entirely sure, but it's definitely my favourite boss theme in Black Ops 3 and probably one of my favourites overall, honestly. I do really enjoy that one.
Aren't there people that say that like the boss theme for that one's like the Ascension intro or something?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, they use a certain motif from it.
Yeah,
I think it's only in one particular. I was just gonna say it's only in like one particular part, like near the start of it, but yeah, it's a really solid track. I think it captures the scale of the boss fight really well. But as for dislikes, it's the bomb step. That should have been a veto, to be honest.
I used my vetoes up.
I feel like this one was a popular one to hate back when it came out, at least in co-op. I never had much bother with it on solo because obviously you can pause at your own, whenever you need to. So it was always pretty good on solo, but I hated doing it on co-op. I cannot remember the order for the life of me.
Dude, the anxiety I feel, even if I know I'm 100% right, the anxiety I feel with going up to every single button.
Oh yeah.
Just on the off chance that I'm wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it used to remind me of when YouTubers at the time found solved the Easter egg in the guides. They were like, "Oh, just use a capture card to record the screen."
Oh my god!
How many average people have a capture card to record the bomb step?
Yeah, it's the same
Not
thing
that
as
many of
I'll
them,
go
I
back
thought.
and I'll update. I'll go back and I'll update the Easter egg guide, and they just never do.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But I was going to say, like, I just ended up using my my phone camera just to like record a video.
Oh yeah. I remember I used to kind of do that, but I used to take like pictures on my phone like really quickly, trying to capture all of them as a single frame. Absolute agony. Like I tried all the tricks, like trying to remember the first two initials of every area. And it would just, as soon as it was off the screen, it was gone. I could never remember them. This could be a skill issue. This could just be me. I don't know.
I would always do this Easter egg, or these Easter eggs with one of my friends. So how we would do it is just, I would remember the first three, he would remember the other three.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I did try that, but I was going to say, I'm sure it went in one ear out the other.
Bold of you to assume that I can count above 2.
I didn't know Valve was in the call.
My freaking name is Gabe, so.
Alright, well, I think that's it for me then, Aiden, if you want to take off with yours.
Sure. So my is the lockdown sequences, like the Mangler lockdown or just the kind of hatchery lockdowns. Like any of those were great. I love just any moment in zombies where I am like shut in a small area and I have to kind of fight back a wave of zombies for a limited time. It's really it really kind of is my bread and butter. And then my dislike is the Valkyrie drone step specifically.
Oh yeah.
Just because like that one is so easy to fail. I know the bomb step is easy to fail, but the drone step is just obnoxiously easy to fail. Like, that's one of those steps where you're like, what did I actually do wrong? And you have to run like a gobblegum to actually succeed it. Like, at least with the Mangler, yeah, that's the one. Like, at least with the Mangler, you can shoot its arm off to make it run after you, so like you can kind of get around that one quite easily. But the drone has no business being like that slow.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, and until like I had Undead Man walkings, like I could not complete the drone step, even with like monkey bombs and like everything.
Yeah, this is the escort one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I know where you're coming from.
That's my tea. What about you, Triko?
I'd say probably one of the coolest things that came out from that map are the different kind of like cosmetics that you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like riding around on all the dragons, and then you get like the dragon wings, and not only are they just there for vanity, but like they actually do have a purpose. So it's kind of cool. I don't think this was the introduction of them. At least it is for this way. But I know like before you had like the Margwa heads and shadows, and you had the Panzer Claw and freaking DE. But like with this one, it's like they're actually just like sitting there on like the mannequins and stuff. You can go and swap out whichever one you want, and they actually give like their own like bonuses and stuff like that. And I thought that was actually pretty freaking cool.
Yeah,
it really is. Like, I do kind of, in a future map that we'll be covering in a minute, I do actually kind of pinch that one, which I didn't realize at first. So that's my reading comprehension out the window. So I'll save that for later then.
In other words, Josh just didn't read it.
I did read it, actually. God, I'm sounding like a Redditor. I just need the fedora tip.
Milady. But something that I genuinely cannot fucking stand, really. The introduction of time attack on this map is really freaking cool. But the amount of frustration that I feel when I'm trying to find the last one, and it's just going so damn slow for some reason, or God forbid I find it, I kill it, and then I hear louder screaming indicating that wasn't even the last one, and now I'm burning even more time trying to jump rounds as fast as I can. That alone, that alone is annoying as hell to me. There's a lot that does, but with this one, this one has to take it for me. It's so like out of the way. It's just a little dumb side Easter egg, something fun to do, but it's something that does annoy the hell out of me.
Yeah, I could understand. We needed the rampage inducer a bit earlier.
Shooting Shadow Man.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Oscar.
All right, well, you got the
My favorite is the idea of the gauntlet, the little dragon that you can have in your arm.
Oh yeah.
And my dislike has to be from the max ammo rounds, the little robot rounds. Those electric zombies that you shoot, and if they get a little too close, they stun you. I find that very annoying.
Dude, the Valkyrie just running away and spawning those things. Now you gotta try to figure out where they're coming from. Another thing that adds on to the time attack annoyance.
Yeah.
And guess what? They brought just the electric zombies back for Tag to Totem.
Yeah, you know what? Those are fine at least.
Yeah, those are good. But like those.
I didn't say good. I said fine.
I'll allow it.
It's kind of like you were saying, Triko, about how you dislike the ice zombies or catalysts in Chaos for like a similar reason.
I am
when they take off into the background.
Yes, literally that, dude. It doesn't matter if it's zombies, if it's Halo, like how I told you with the freaking the Watchers inside of there. If you get a little enemy that's making other enemies stronger, faster, and in zombies'
Yeah.
case, stronger and faster, and they're running away, and their health kind of sort of scales and stuff. Dude, they are so goddamn annoying.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate water catalysts so much. That's a talk for another day, but oh my god, I hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
we'll get onto them in due course. Well, with that, let's move on to the finale of Black Ops 3 Revelations, and I'm using my dislike veto here, and I'm vetoing the bone step because everyone and their mother hates this step, and it is too obvious to choose, so that is why I'm vetoing it. But getting
people
into
hating it if they were like part of the hunters and stuff.
yeah, I know. I mean, like in hindsight, now that you know where it is and all of that, like it's not terrible, but I mean, it's still stupid. I personally dislike the this isn't my dislike for this map, but like just in general, like I really dislike the Lani step in like in Revelations.
Yeah.
The amount of time
I hate missing.
wasted on that. Yeah, exactly. It's either I miss them or I forget which ones I've actually thrown like into the holes, and I'm like, what have I actually done wrong here? Like, I there's no tracker. There's nothing to say like this is done. Anyway, I'm getting on. This is going to end up being my dislike for this map. Just for the record, it's not my dislike that I've chosen. So I'm cheating by having 2 dislikes now. So my actual dislike for this map, I'll start with this one, is the implementation of Dr. Monty. I think, like on paper, like the character is cool. Like this kind of omnipotent being that kind of had a hand in it in the background, but like he feels very forced in execution. And like in this map specifically, he ends up filling the Samantha from Origins role. And just kind of talking too much, and even things like how heavy-handed his introduction was, like how he specifically says like, oh, I helped them create the Perca-Colas. Like it feels like a retcon, and I
would go a step further. I would say it feels like fan fiction almost.
Yeah, it's like a lot of like just, oh, let's add this entity that's essentially supposed to be playing God, and oh, he's actually the reason behind everything and stuff. I accepted it, but it's like, yeah, it is one of those things that kind of just makes you look at it like, okay then.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And the songs.
Yeah, exactly. Like just the like him making stupid little comments, like the songs, like, oh, the songs that are actually part of the canon. Then like they're not just Easter eggs. It almost feels like he's the answer. Like he was Treyarch's or Treyarch used him to answer literally everything that nobody was asking.
Yeah,
like the chalk drawings, the perks, the songs, like all of that, like, and even in like the Chronicles radios where he's like in like Nact or Varrock, he was like, you guys weren't even there at first, it was another team. Like,
yeah, okay, and then freaking Varrock, oh, I forgot you weren't there either.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean this is Dr. Monty is like an issue on a wider front, but I think the implementation of him in here is like pretty poor.
It's like they paid for the actor and they were trying to get like all the money from it. Like they're like, we're gonna get our money's worth out of this. We're just gonna have him say like all of this stuff.
Exactly. I mean, like even like him do like Perca-Cola jingles. Like, why?
True, yeah. Forgot about that.
Oh my god. As for my I actually really like the Margwa boss fight in this. I prefer it a lot more to the Shadow Man boss fight. And I think I like that it's a lot more interactive than the Shadow Man boss fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that there's like all the different elements. You have to actually be kind of quick thinking and kind of adjust to each kind of like phase or each Margwa. So yeah.
It's such a wasted opportunity that they didn't have an extra phase for the Shadow Man boss fight that used those rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Or gimmicks. I think that would have been a
Yeah.
really cool approach.
Exactly.
It feels like it's extremely rushed,
Mm-hmm.
the boss fight we actually got.
Well,
Yeah, for
considering the ending and stuff and how that felt, I feel like, the entirety of Revelations almost felt like it was a little bit rushed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Which sucks because I
and-
love it. I really do.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. I do have an honourable mention as well. That's not really tied to the map itself, like or the gameplay of the map, but I loved the marketing for this map. The hype build up was really solid. Like just like the teasers that we got, and then the final kind of trailers where we saw like old areas, and like everyone was just going nuts over it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
personalized
agree.
trailers and stuff where him Monty's talking to like all the YouTubers. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it was so awesome.
Yeah, I mean it was cheesy as hell, but like it was one of those like you had to be there kind of moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you hear about it and you go look at it and it's just like whether you know about it or not, it can just be whatever. But like in the moment and stuff, when we've been wondering who Monty was the entire game, finally got to hear him in Grodkrovi, and now we actually get to see more of him, and he's talking to the YouTubers. Like no, that was pretty freaking exciting stuff.
Yeah, and then you had like the hidden scraps of paper that made up the poster as well.
Yeah.
And like you also had the Monty Memories trailer as well as part of like the build up, and chef's kiss, like really top notch marketing. So
Yeah.
Very,
those are
very
my
much.
those are my picks. So I will hand over to Triko.
Alright, so on the topic of Monty, I'm just gonna start with my honorable mention this time because I think we all can freaking just agree. I am that duck is probably one of the best things to come out of freaking zombies.
Yeah.
I love that line. I love the whole build up to it. Just when a duck swims on the water, you only see it glide, and just how calm he is, and just builds up and builds up. Just his legs are moving like he's pedaling a fucking bicycle up a mountain. And just, I love it. Love the line. And I'm gonna go into my like real quick, and this is honestly gonna be kind of a controversial hot take. If not controversial, and definitely a hot take. I actually loved how unnecessarily complicated the steps for the Easter egg were. As hunters and stuff, I understand that it could be a little bit frustrating because you didn't figure out the Easter egg in like a few hours or even just like the first day. And this hunt went on for weeks, and I think if I recall correctly, they had to get help from like someone on the inside or something like that, or like a hacker, something like that, just to figure it out. But I like how unnecessarily complicated and stupid the Easter egg steps are, because that's kind of one of the main jokes over Call of Duty Zombies as a whole, are their Easter egg steps being just really convoluted, complicated, make no sense. Why did I have to do this? And with the Revelations Easter egg, you feel that the entire step of the way. When you were talking about like the bone earlier, it's like the bones are hidden in completely random ass locations. It kept people stuck. The keeper step, such a small rock you're supposed to pay attention to or just happen to do and stuff, and it's like it's so complicated, but I love it.
I think you're
On the
definitely in
topic.
the minority there.
No, I definitely am, but I'm also the kind of person that likes the hunt itself and thinks it's a little weird to try to be world's first and stuff every single time. But
Yeah, I get that.
I do
Oh,
get that. I was just gonna say I do get what you mean. I really do. And I do like the hunt, but where I dislike it is that kind of illogical kind of like where was there any kind of hint, sign, or kind of little teaser or a push. Just give me something in game that lets me kind of guess or kind of figure it out myself without having to resort to outside kind of sources or guides. Like that's like I want it. I don't want my hand held, and I don't want it to be stupidly simple. But like
I was gonna
want
say
to be
freaking Final Reich and shit.
yeah. But like I
Or
mean,
holding your hand.
Yeah. But like, I know Trico, you didn't play Reckoning, but like, Reckoning was stupid with its Easter egg, because like you had to like one of the steps is that like you get this head, and which was fine because that was in a kind of it was part of Treyarch's like classic lighting, like we've lit up this area, so that's interesting. So maybe do something there. That's great. I like that because that meant I had to kind of, or we like, that means that I have to kind of shoot that area or do something to that area to make something happen. And in this case, a head falls down. There is absolutely no clue whatsoever in map, in quotes, anything, nothing, zilch, nada. Richtofen makes some stupid like quip about this like person whose head it is, and that's it. There's no information whatsoever in game to say that you need to go and kind of clean the head, and to do that you have to kind of go stick it in a mop bucket.
Yep.
Which, by the way,
What
you can
the hell?
only fill with water by pushing it underneath a sprinkler that turns on at total random.
So like I'm for complicated Easter egg steps as long as there is information in map, even if it's just a throwaway quote from one of the characters to give me some sort of hint to work with.
I'm gonna like.
Oh, go on.
Sorry, I was gonna say I'm just immediately reminded of Daimashina, where some I forget how you do it because I haven't done the Easter egg in forever. I did it once and just kind of like moved on from it, but I digress. The step inside of there where I think you're supposed to get like the elemental freaking wonder weapon or something. There's like this fungus on a tree or something. You're supposed to get like I think one of the radioactive zombies to interact with it. And then one of the fucking people in your goddamn head is just like, what's going on with that tree? It looked like it could freeze the balls off a bloodhound. And I'm just like, how can you see that, first of all? And second of all, how is that what you're gathering? Is that was a little too like in your face of like what you have to do with it. I didn't like the way that they did that. It's just like, it was like, okay, you fucking the modern day freaking argument of yellow paint is what that freaking felt like with hand holding.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Like, I think like what I was kind of getting at here is like, so take that kind of like that contaminated head, for example. Like maybe have like one of the characters just say, "Oh, this is filthy." Like what am I meant to do with this? Wash it or something like that. I don't know. Like just a throwaway
Something like that
quote
would have been a lot better.
Yeah, exactly. Like a throwaway quote that doesn't necessarily mean anything if you're not like really paying attention to it, but like if you actually dive into it or kind of think about it and use your brain, then you could maybe do something with it.
Yeah, you would think like water or something. But yeah, that like is the freaking what's it called? That is the like for Revelations though.
Yeah,
and I think it is just because I like how it pisses people off. No, it's cool. We already knew it was coming. We knew it was coming.
Just a quick intervention here, actually. What do both of you think of how Chaos did it, where it gave you like the almost riddle, like text in the bottom left?
Oh, what when you pull?
Oh, those were cool. Those are actually kind of cool. Like they're like the fact that it wasn't just like freaking okay, now go and grab this and go take it over there. Now kill a special zombie over here. It was like no, because I never saw it as like a riddle as to what to do next per se, but it definitely was like, you know, the step that I'm on is this step, and it was always like a little cool. it would like throw people in the right direction. I did actually think it was a little cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like having at least something like that is better than nothing. I would certainly much rather have some kind of pointer to a degree. Obviously, like you said, not like spoon feeding you it,
Yeah.
but just enough to give you a nudge in the right direction, which I feel is something that modern zombies especially has forgotten how to do. Some of the more recent Easter eggs have been total gibberish. For the
I
most
wouldn't.
part.
I gave up after Cold War. I stopped after I finished Cold War season.
Yeah, I think it was one of our big talking points on Black Ops 6, wasn't it? That the Easter eggs were just obnoxious to find because they were just ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Aye. They just maybe pushed too far in the other direction, I think. I think there's a balance.
Mm-hmm.
There's a balance, and it's like they're not hitting it.
Yeah.
But anyways, that is my like for Revelations, the overcomplicated steps, and I honestly like that it pisses people off, but because it's funny. It's funny to see people get that mad over it, over how complicated they are, because it's funny to me. They want to finish it like day one and stuff, and it's like now you have to wait, now you have to actually hunt and stuff. But I digress.
Yeah.
My dislike, still in relation to the Easter egg, actually. And this is probably like one of my biggest dislikes. The super Easter egg reward. You spawn in with an RK5 now. That's honestly whatever. I mean, it could have been like anything else. But like, yeah, now you get an RK5. But the Wisp. When you complete every single Easter egg and you do Revelations, you unlock a Wisp that spawns in the spawn room by the truck. But the thing is that what you're supposed to do with the Wisp is you take it over to the box inside of Samantha's room, and now every gun that you get out of the mystery box will be pack-a-punched. And I believe you also unlock the Takeo's Katana, I think it was?
Mm-hmm.
Or quote-unquote Takeo's Katana. It's just a katana. But you unlock a melee weapon that's like an insta-kill for a good few rounds and stuff. But the thing is that you have to progress so far into the Easter egg to even be able to use the Wisp. And if you prematurely grab the Wisp and get hurt, you automatically lose it. Which doesn't really make it worth it, like, in the fucking slightest for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I totally forgot about the Wisp. I have done it once, but I totally forgot it existed.
Yeah, because
I have not thought about that Wisp for years.
It's just there, like if they were to do something like what Infinite Warfare did, where your reward is like you get the director's cut mode. You spawn in with like 25,000 points, all the perks and stuff, and everything you get out of the magic wheel. It gives you an upgraded weapon. I forgot what their equivalent of Pack-a-Punch was, but it gives you an upgraded weapon, and
yeah,
it's like that is an actual genuine reward. Whereas with this one, it's kind of like you still have to struggle just to use your reward, and even worse than how you had to do it in like Black Ops 2. Because at least in Black Ops 2, from the start of your match and buried, as long as everybody did everything, you can start your super Easter egg immediately. But with this, it's like you literally have to progress partway into it just to use it, and then by that time you've already got Pack-a-Punch weapons. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Strong dislike. What about you, Oscar?
Okay, my like has to be the returning of the maps. Like Vrag and Origins. And then if you go to the left, or if you go to the right side, there's Shangri-La and there's DE.
Mm-hmm.
And then I honestly love the nostalgia of going to these different places. And then if you really listen in closely, you can listen, or you can hear the song for whatever area you're in.
The ambience and stuff.
Yeah, the ambience.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the main gimmick of it then.
My dislike has to be when you're on a certain round and those zombies that are red and crawl at you, like the beginning when you spawn in at the beginning.
The
and you do the rituals. Those zombies are really annoying because they always get me stuck, and they're just a hassle to deal with.
Just spin in circles.
Especially with that first generator. Christ.
Yeah.
You just walk back and forth.
Welcome to the meat grinder, boys.
Die.
just kind of touching on.
All right.
Just before you
go
get
on.
into yours, just to kind of touch on like Oscar's like there. Do you guys think that Revelations was meant to be a teaser for Chronicles?
I feel like someone asked Jason this in an interview, but I cannot remember explicitly what he said. I think that was the purpose of some of the reused assets, though, like Nact.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there is a link. Or at least a correlation.
I don't think there was. I don't think it was made as like a teaser for it, but it was probably most likely used as just an excuse for it because, like, hey, we got like all these maps that we're remaking, so we might as well just like stitch them all together and stuff. So I can see it existing because Zombie Chronicles was already planned, but I don't think that it was made to tease it personally.
Okay.
No, that's fair.
You know how they are with their reused assets, these little scallywags.
Oh,
yeah.
Shino, Numa, and Vanguard.
I'd say we'd get there eventually, but if it ever goes on Game Pass, that is.
Yeah. Shino Numa Vanguard. No, let's try Terra Maledicta. Green scale.
Yeah.
Whatever Modern Warfare 3 Zombies was. I've only heard about it. At that point, I gave up.
Alright, Josh. Let's get into yours.
Alright, so my big one for this was finally having access to the upgradable Apothecant Servant, which, for the old guard, will know that it was supposed to be in Shadows of Evil, but it got scrapped at some point in development. So it was great to finally be able to use this weapon, and it is one of my favorite wonder weapons, period. I just love how overpowered it is. It's like the textbook definition of like the kind of wonder weapons that I personally like. Get out of jail free card wonder weapons. So it was a match made in heaven for me getting access to that weapon finally. I do wish they'd done something else with the camo, though, because it does look a bit ridiculous with, like, the spacey camo from Revelations on it. I wish they'd changed it up a bit for that, but it is what it is, minor complaint.
Yeah.
For an honourable mention is the God Mask, specifically, so I'm not entirely copying Triko from earlier. I love the challenge of getting, like, the God Mask and all, like, the little things you have to do to get it. It's definitely one of those that takes quite a bit of work to get, which is always really nice because it feels rewarding when you actually do get it.
And then it crashes your game.
It crashes your game, yeah. Yeah, true.
No, it literally does, dude. I think there's something up with it that it literally happens like after a while or something. It got me up to like round 108 one time, and it fucking crashed both times. First time was 102, next was 108. It crashed it both times, and I think it is something to do with like the scripting or the coding for the God Mask.
Right. I don't normally get it that frequently, so it's probably just a case I haven't used it for long enough. But just the challenge of getting it, I think, is really cool. I wish we had more stuff like that, like long-term rewards in zombies, that sort of thing. I don't know if am I allowed to use another honorable mention?
Technically, no. Technically, no, but seeing what it is, I'll allow it.
I really like that they brought the radio back from Nact, and it now plays all the previous Easter egg songs.
Okay. Right, okay. You're having 3 honorable mentions then, Josh.
3?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, look at the doc.
Oh shit, I do have one for dislikes. Sorry, I didn't go down that far. Okay, I'll scrap the dislike one then.
No. Like, have it because like I know like.
No. It's part of the regular dislike.
Yeah,
anyway,
I was gonna say it's like literally in the same thing. So
fair enough.
Okay. So the fact that nobody except Richtof and Amonte speak during the outro, which for a map that was supposed to be the finale of Zombies, apparently at that point in time before the ending caused them to reboot it again. I think that was a really, really rubbish way to end it, and I don't know why they didn't have the other characters speak. And the honourable mention was what to do, which I don't think needs any explanation. I think everyone knows
What
it is.
to do?
Such an awfully stiff delivery.
Dude, I have not been able to see the ending cutscene in like any actual good frame rate. It seems like just for some reason the frame rate of the cutscene is just so shit. And even
I
the
do remember
resolution a
that.
little
It's like
bit.
fucking 15 frames or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
I don't know what the hell happened with it, man. It's just, oh my god, it feels rushed, but it's not like Black Ops 4 rushed, so it's fine. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Is that why, like, so there's what, I mean, obviously, like, when Monty says what to do is horrendous, but, like, is that why the lip syncing looks so weird when he says, oh, hang on a minute, that all
Yes.
works out
Yes.
perfectly?
Yes, thank you. Oh my god, I thought I was the only one that noticed that. That all works out perfectly. Like the way his mouth is moving.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's always thrown me that bit.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Thank god someone else noticed it.
We're going to have to get like a conspiracy board and see who else in the comments has noticed it.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Make our own
I'm feeling like
iceberg.
that one meme.
Alright, let's move on to the final DLC, the actual final DLC for Black Ops 3, and that is Chronicles as a whole. Because if we did all 8 maps, we would actually be here for like 5 hours. So let's do Chronicles as a whole, starting with you, Triko.
Okay, so I'm gonna also do my honorable mention for this one because it's kind of relating to the whole thing. DLC 5 is not something that we have ever expected. We were never, ever promised a DLC 5, like, especially around that time and stuff. And as far as I know, we still don't really get that. So, at least not in this sense. The DLC season was always map pack 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after that they move on to the next COD, completely abandon this one, and then in a few more months this game is already riddled with hackers. That's typically the cycle. But when this got announced, I can definitely tell you, I have never been more excited to play games that I've already freaking owned. To play maps that I already have and stuff. Like, that trailer looked so freaking cool. And just the fact that we got a DLC 5 in general is amazing and stuff. And they even added like a few multiplayer ones too, but that's another thing altogether. As far as my like, and these were very hard to choose from because we have like a lot of maps and stuff that we added in here. But I will say that I did actually really like the Monty radios that were hidden in every single map. It's like every single one got a new radio. And it was just Monty talking. Once again, just like how I said a little bit ago. They hired the actor, they might as well get their money's worth out of it. So that was actually pretty cool. That is something that I do like in Chronicles as a whole. Something that I dislike, which there's actually a lot, but just for the sake of only one, the one that I really am bothered by a lot is the ending cutscene for Origins being changed. Because how it worked in Black Ops 2, you would hold X to teleport out of there, out of the crazy place, and it would do like it would play like Samantha's Rest, the little piano part of Samantha's Rest. And
yes, I see where you're going.
Yeah, the camera would like what's it called, go up towards the sky and stuff. And my first time completing Origins, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I almost fucking died on that part. So when I did it, I was like 13, I cried. When I heard that piano and stuff, and I realized I did the Easter egg by myself late at night, I cried a little bit. I'm like, oh my god, I did it. And then the music got to me. And then immediately after that, the game ends. You're thrown into the main menu. But the thing is that you don't see the main menu. You see the ending cutscene for the Easter egg. And regardless of your opinion on that, as soon as it's done, you're back in the main menu. In Chronicles, it's kind of a little fucked up now because as soon as you hold X on the teleporter, screen just goes immediately white. And unfortunately, if you do have certain Easter egg songs playing in the background, I think if you actually have Shepherd of Quiet inside of there playing, then you can actually hear it in the background of the freaking Easter egg cutscene. So it
Finally, the Easter egg cutscene has good music.
How dare you? That was another one of the songs that let me find you.
I'm joking.
but like, in addition to them changing how the cutscene loads, at the end of the game, you no longer get Samantha's rest playing. You just hear the normal game over screen, but the camera is just in the crazy place now, and that's it. And it's not a cinematic like pan or anything like most of the ones in Black Ops 2 did. It's just kind of like static, just sitting there. So it feels very unceremonious compared to how it originally was. And I genuinely fucking hate that a lot. Like, that's bullshit, man. They ruined it. I literally go back and play Black Ops 2's Origins instead because of this.
Yeah, that's fair.
In the mud.
Aye. Yeah. We'll get to that one day, though.
But speaking of, Oscar, go ahead.
As a matter of fact, the mud on BO3 compared to BO2 is garbage. I just had to say that for one. Compared to BO2, you can jump and be in the mud, and you get a little, you'll be a little slow, but you'll get there quicker. But in BO3, it just feels like you sit there. You can't jump. It literally feels like you're stuck in the mud.
Dude, that shit is so...
No matter if you have a zombie or a panzer, you're probably going to die if you don't have a shield.
You can bunny hop in BO2, man. You can't bunny hop in BO3.
Can you imagine if they still had that bug from Black Ops 3's launch by this point, where every time you got hit, you stopped moving? Can you imagine if they had that with the Origins?
Oh my.
You're not going anywhere, dude.
Josh, you just gave me Vietnam flashbacks there.
The one that gives me
It's
flashbacks.
crazy because
Sweat.
I know this isn't a Black Ops 3 discussion, but I just remember when it came out at launch, the state of it was so different. I remember the balancing was like completely different to what we have now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember it being a lot slower at launch.
And then as for my has to be the return of the Ultimus crew.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The excitement
Now
of
it's
loading
okay.
in.
I was just about to say that.
The
Damn it.
excitement of loading in and seeing the Ultimus crew there again.
But wait, they weren't there either.
True. Alright, so for mine then, I really like that them adding Chronicles made it so this game really has something for everybody now, because I know a lot of people that used to play it back on like Black Ops 2, early Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, didn't like the change in direction that Jason made, gameplay-wise. And the focus on the story and stuff like that. So it was really nice to have access to those, older maps. And having access to just a complete different variety of maps, you know what I mean? From like a different time. So you could get that old school feel with Black Ops 3, and you can also get, the modern stuff as well. And I think that's really cool. I think it adds a lot of variety to the game that isn't really present in future games or even previous ones.
Yeah, Varrock is stuff fun to go in and mess around in.
Yeah, I play Varrock all the time on Black Ops 3 because of that. It's such a cool way to just be able to hop on. You can play a quick game of Nact, Shino Numa, something like that. But if you want something more complicated, you can just play Origins or any of the Black Ops 3 maps.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really nice to have the choice. But as for dislikes, I would have liked to have seen some of the more Black Ops 3 centered features appear in some of those older maps, like shields and Pack-a-Punch, that sort of thing. I think, especially in Shino Numa, I would have played that a lot more if it actually had Pack-a-Punch. I know you can get it through wall power and gobblegums and stuff like that, but I'm just not a fan of stuff like that being tied to consumables. No, thank you. That just kind of sullies it a bit. So. Yeah, exactly. True. But just the idea of, like, every time you use one, it's like, that's one gone. And you keep using them, you're going to run yourself out eventually. So it's just like, I'd rather just be able to pack a punch as I want.
Says
know what I mean?
the guy who's hoarded thousands of gobblegums at this point.
I mean, I know, but I still hate that. I still hate that there's a ticker in the background that I know is running down every time I use one.
But the thing is that remember, you can use them, and I was serious about the dashboarding thing. If you dashboard, the only thing it doesn't save is what gobblegums you used.
Mm-hmm.
You do get them back, and like your stats and everything will remain the same. It's not like you de-level or anything.
Yeah, I guess it's just a case of like if you were to play like on a map that doesn't have it, like Shinonuma or Nacht, you're probably doing it for high rounds, so you're most likely probably going to bite the dust before you're going to be able to dashboard, or at least that's the case for me.
As long as you dashboard before you make it to the main menu, you're good.
Right.
That's what it is.
All right, maybe not then. All right, fair enough. But what about you, Ed?
I was just gonna say, just to kind of add on to that, like if you're playing solo, literally just pause before you take your final hit when you know you're gonna die, and then you can dashboard.
All right,
that's what I do.
It's a good shout. I'll have to try it next time I'm on it.
Like I said, as long as you're not in the main menu, by the time you dashboard, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
We don't endorse cheating on Undead Ramblings.
It's not cheating. It's
they
not
never patched it out. They never patched it out. So at this point, it's not cheating. It's a feature.
Cheating is if you got them illegitimately. Cheating is not preserving them.
Exactly.
That's called not spending money on fucking liquid divinium.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about you, Aiden?
Okay, so my like for Chronicles as a whole is the Samantha Dole's hide and seek. Easter egg. I mean, it can get annoying, like the little like tune that plays, like the little like as they're like spinning around. Yeah, that's the one. Like that can get a little annoying, but I love the fact that it's at least it's there, and it's a like different way to activate it in each map as well. It's not just a case of like go up, press X, and then off you go. Like you actually have to do a little like quest, like on Kino you had to knock the door on
oh my god, that's so fucking annoying to do solo.
Oh, for real, yeah. But like on Shinonuma, you have to shoot like these pans with the pistol. Like there's a different way to do it each time. And my dislike kind of connects to it is that like for the majority of Chronicles though, most of those like Samantha Dole hide and seeks reuse Samantha's sorrow as the Easter egg reward. Apart from like apart from like Nacht, Moon, and Origins, which like have their own unique ones, but all of the others reuse Samantha's sorrow. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am a little tired of hearing that song ever since freaking it was like Cole and Grot Crovey, but like yeah, they did use it like way too damn much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I think I would have liked to have had maybe like in like the World at War maps, maybe have like Samantha's Lullaby, then in the Black Ops 1 maps maybe have Samantha's Sorrow, and then with Origins you had like obviously Remember Forever, didn't you? And obviously in Moon have Samantha's Journey, but like in like Kino and Ascension and Shangri-La have Samantha's Sorrow, or even like maybe like switch it up. So like in the Swamp maps, or like so like in Shinonuma or Zhang have the one from Zetsubo.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's just my dislikes.
No, I get it.
Yeah, and I think with that is our topics all covered for this episode. So, gentlemen, do you have any kind of closing thoughts before we go on to our outro?
Josh?
Not particularly, no. Just the usual stuff this time, I think.
Alright, well, I'll dive into the outro then.
Wait. What? Can I bitch about Zombie Chronicles for a little bit longer?
Sure, yeah, go for it. I mean, this is your guest
the
episode,
stage is yours.
Yeah, this is your guest episode, guys. So if there's anything you want to kind of talk about here, then go for it.
I mean, I was just kidding about it, but like since I got the spotlight, I wasn't a fan of the zombie sounds changing. I wasn't a fan of the change. I wasn't ready for the change. I didn't like it, and I'm not a fan.
I must be like the only person on planet Earth who never even noticed.
I've played zombies like almost like basically religiously since I was 11. By that time, I was like 17 or something,
and I still couldn't catch it.
That is surprising. Must be like Oscar. You just like play when listening to music. You just don't ever listen
to be
to
fair,
the game
most
audio.
of the time, yeah.
No, all
Yeah,
you hear is,
okay,
all you
I'm
hear
feeling
is
called
zombie
out.
screams. all you hear is the zombie screams over your music.
But
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, and I'm also not a fan of some of the new like round change music and stuff. Particularly Kino's.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Kinos.
You mean buried?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just reusing.
I do quite like the Verrucht one. I think that one fits
What you
the
mean
mood quite well.
the death the latter part of the game over track for Die Rise?
Hey, shush! Let me have this moment.
Hang on, where was that from? Because I remember like the round transition sound. It's like part of an Easter egg somewhere, isn't it?
Are we talking about for Verrucht here?
Yeah, for Verrucht.
So the cage door slamming is from the Die Rise.
No, not that one. Not
like-
that one. It was like a.
No?
It was like some kind of chime. God,
I do remember a chime in that one. Yeah.
Yeah, like the round starting one, not the round ending one. It was like the round starting one. It's like part of some kind of like Easter egg. But I can't remember what Easter egg it was.
No, I'm totally blanking on it as well.
I know the Kino one is like has elements from Buried.
Noct is just Noct, thank God.
Yeah, Noct is Noct. Shinonuma, Moon, Shang, and Ascension. I think they're all unique ones. I don't know.
It's like I know I've heard the Verrucht one somewhere. I just can't remember if it was like a round fast forward Easter egg or like the zombies are turning into like the skeleton or something. I don't know. I've heard it from somewhere. I can never remember where I heard it from.
The only one I could think of that has chimes in it is like the afterlife stuff in Mob of the Dead, but obviously that's not an Easter egg. So
No, yeah, because it was
imagine
a
it's
part of like some kind of like side Easter egg, and I swear I remember it from somewhere. Watch it be from like Nightmare or something, and I'm just like calling myself out.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it and make sure.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's it for me then.
All right. Anything from you, Oscar?
Nah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, the next episode of Undead Ramblings, we are going to do something slightly different, with Josh and I discussing what makes a boss fight. And then the episode after that, we're going to kick off our discussion of the Black Ops 3 zombie season with the map Shadows of Evil. As always, like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. And once again, it goes without saying, a huge thank you to both Triko and Oscar for joining us. Lads, if there's any shameless plugs you want to do it now, or forever hold that.
Yeah, I was about to mention that if you want to plug your YouTube or anything.
Yeah, so as I said at the very start of all this, I do voice acting. I'm more than willing to find any kind of work for it. I also do have my own YouTube channel where I also just kind of ramble off about games and stuff. Right now I'm working on one for Resident Evil Requiem. But I do have one up there for Resident Evil 4 Original, if anybody's interested in watching that one as well. I pretty much just talk about my experience with the game, with footage and music in the background and stuff too, of course.
Oh, cool.
Aye, all the good stuff then.
I'll assume that we'll probably have the your YouTube channel link in the description, but just in case we don't, do you want to actually name your channel?
Oh yeah, I go by Trikovioz everywhere. Trikov.
Nice. Anywhere else or anything else you want to plug, or where people can follow you?
The only two things I got are Tumblr and Blue Sky because the internet is a very volatile place.
Very true.
Indeed it is.
And what about you, Oscar? Or am I right in remembering that you're just a hermit who lives under a rock?
Yeah, I just live under a rock.
Yeah, so this is Oscar, aka Oscar Meyer, aka Oscar the Shark Slayer,
Yup.
aka Potato. He just exists, but like he plays video games, so you could probably just like catch him on Xbox or something playing something.
Lovely stuff. Well, lads, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, and we'll definitely be having you on again for our next ranking episode once we do once we get through the Black Ops 3 season. So yeah, thank you once again, and as always, I'll leave the final word with you, Josh.
All right, so again, I just want to say thanks again, guys, for doing all that.
No, yeah.
I appreciate it. It's been a long 3.5 hours. I appreciate I didn't say anything before, so.
No, like
So
yeah, thanks both of you guys for inviting us on here. Like I've been listening for quite a bit now, just kind of having his background music, so background sound and stuff while I do stuff. So it's kind of fun to go on here and just talk about zombies with people that I know at least share somewhat the same opinion.
Aye, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's been an absolute blast just playing and talking, and yeah, like I say, if you're interested, we'd definitely be happy to have you back on for the next ranking episode.
Oh yeah, no,
when we get through all of Black Ops 3.
Oh, that's gonna be
bit of a marathon task.
But yeah, I know we'd be more than willing to come back on.
Lovely stuff.
All right then. Well, with that, again, we'd like to know what you think of the maps we've talked about and where we've ranked them. You can also find us on Discord when I'm on the rare occasion I'm actually active.
Yeah, like
But it's in the description.
The 50th bot, dude.
It's in the description for those who want it. You can also find Aiden's Twitch down there as well. And was there something else you added recently?
Oh shit.
Is it your Instagram? Or
Yeah,
something?
my Instagram is there. Twitch, I'm still working on actually starting that back up again. So
Oh, right, okay.
If
that's a bit
if I may,
hiatus right now.
if I may, I also
Okay,
forgot to plug
eventually.
my Twitch. I also forgot to plug my
Sure.
Twitch. I do also stream. I don't just stream like playing games. I like to stream myself like doing like challenges and stuff because I always do that. Whether it's trying to beat a Zelda game with only 3 hearts and like the minimalist amount of stuff, just for the sake of doing it. I do like doing random challenges like that. So my Twitch
Trying
is
to
still
suck
the
your own
exact same
dick is
username
not a
everywhere.
challenge.
Have you tried? I'm sorry if it's easy for you.
I'll leave that there, otherwise you will get cancelled.
All right, but yeah, that's it. That's it. I forgot. I just forgot to plug that. I forgot I do that. I literally did it yesterday, but I
feel
forgot.
All right, but I think that pretty much wraps this one up. So we'll see you in the next one. All right, see ya.
Bye!
Adios.